need to ditch the car and start rollerblading to work.
I look ridiculous.
You look ridiculous!
You don't need to start foraging wild berries.
Okay, Garrett, anytime now, I guess.
Okay, sounds good.
You don't need to sell your organs on the black market.
Lie back.
Hey, good to see you again.
Yeah, that hurts.
You don't need to rent out your apartments at grifters.
I made a fire with the wood in your bedroom.
That's my dresser!
And your closet door.
Yeah.
You just need an internet connection.
That's a good point.
Don't get left behind. Start your personal savings plan with the tips and tools on feedthepig.org. That way,
10 seconds.
you don't
Yeah,
need
okay,
to sell
thank
your
you.
belongings and live in a commune.
These dungarees belong to all of us now, Tom.
Brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
Where the base runner was and that the call shouldn't have been made. So that's what they were.
The following is a special sports presentation on 1240 Joe Radio.
It's time for exciting Corvallis Knights baseball. Knights baseball is brought to you by Corvallis Floor Covering, Philomath Rental, the Auto Works, the Lynn County Veterans, Tax and Wealth Management, the Glassman, Thai Express, and by Albin's Plumbing. Corvallis Knights baseball is also brought to you by Lynn Benton Tractor, the Downward Dog, Evergreen Indian Restaurant, the Natty Dresser, CPR Works, Horesco Chiropractic, Edward Jones Financial Advisor Tim Ewis, and by Dave's Performance Hybrids. And now to the stadium and today's game.
Hi again, everybody, from Goss Stadium at Coleman Field on the campus of Oregon State University in Corvallis, along with Garrett Dworshak. This is Mike Parker welcoming you to the final game of the three-game West Coast League South Division Series between the Corvallis Knights and the Bend Elks, with the Knights sitting on history tonight. Corvallis has won 18 consecutive games, 16 in West Coast League play, and if they win tonight, that will be a new organization record for consecutive games won, both in overall play, 19, and in WCL play, 17. And the Knights have been red hot. If they win tonight, that will make it 6 consecutive. Have clinched home field advantage in all rounds of the playoffs. So the Knights hope to keep on the bump after kind of a frightening moment in his life. Rylan Hyder, Washington State bound. Rylan, a right-hander out of Olympia, Washington, and heading for his freshman season with the Cougs. Rylan has been on the shelf for a couple of weeks in concussion protocol. He'll explain kind of the bizarre thing that happened, how he's been dealing with it, but how excited he is that he's been cleared to pitch again. We may see him tomorrow night. A visit with Rylan Hyder, and that means we've talked to everybody on the roster, save for the new addition of Victor Quinn, and perhaps we can rectify that in the next couple of days. But it's Rylan Hyder joining us next on a pleasant night, Wilson Motors night at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field on 1240 Joe Radio.
I just got home from a
Okay,
fishing
thank
trip
you.
to find that we had a new patio with pavers and everything. I told my wife I didn't want to do it. So she went ahead, put the plans together, and went to Philomath Rental, where she got all the tools she needed, and they showed her how to use the equipment. The patio looks great. Now she's planning more projects. Thank you, Philomath Rental.
Philomath Rental, next to Landmark Realty, 1.5 miles west of the Sunset Shopping Center. For tools and equipment for home, farm, and business, check out Philomath Rental.
Locally owned and operated for over 30 years, people in the Mid-Valley have been going to Corvallis Floor Covering. They thank their many friends and customers for your continued support and look forward to working with you on your next remodeling project. Browse through their large showroom with a beautiful selection of carpet, countertops, sheet vinyl, linoleum, tile, hard surface floors, and window coverings from all the popular brands. Corvallis Floor Covering, corner of 2nd and Van Buren downtown, or log on to corvallisfloorcovering.com. Shop local. Shop Corvallis Floor Covering.
We set them up, you knock them down. Island Bowl, family entertainment for young and old. Clean and friendly, that's Highland Bowl. Bring your party, let the good times roll. Great food, good fun, that's Highland Bowl. We set them up, you knock them down. Highland Bowl.
North 9th Street, Corvallis.
A drip, drip down the drain. or a leak you can't explain.
Whether it's residential or commercial service, Albin's Plumbing has been serving the local area with quality products and craftsmanship for over 40 years. At Albin's Plumbing, experience plus knowledge times teamwork equals exceptional customer service.
At Albin's Plumbing, plumbing's all we do. Call 754-8282, Albin's Plumbing.
1240 Joe Radio.
Welcome back into Goss Stadium at Coleman Field on this 4th of August, 2022. Another beautiful evening for baseball. Conversation with every member of the team, and I think in bringing Rylan Hyder on, mission accomplished. So, Rylan, I'm sorry it's taken this long and so late to find you. I've been looking for you lately, and I've been told that you were shut down for a while on concussion protocol, but coming out of that, and I'm sure you're excited to get back on the mound again. Let's start there. How are you feeling? What exactly happened, if you don't mind sharing with us, and how's the whole protocol thing been for you?
Well, thank you for having me. It's great to be back. So we were just doing some pitcher conditioning during on-field batting practice. And here at Goss,
Okay.
yep. And just a stray fly ball just ended up being the wrong place, wrong time. So it just got me, and I've been on concussion protocol for about a week and a half now, and I should be able to be cleared tomorrow and hopefully get back on the mound this weekend.
How stunning or injurious was it? I mean, were you just all of a sudden, boom, a ball hits you? Did anybody yell heads up? I mean, did you have any kind of warning at all?
I had very little warning, very last minute, and it just hit me and just brought me straight down to my knees. Almost didn't quite lose consciousness, but it was pretty close. But thankfully with Uni and our trainer, we were right there, and we were able to get the situation under control.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm kind of chuckling about it, but I saw an Oregon State player a few years ago, Kyler McMahon, during BP at UCLA, take a line drive off the forehead, and he was in protocol for quite a while, and I think it really affected him. So was it, when you think about it, you didn't have time to process it much. How painful has it been, or were you a little disoriented for a while? What were some of the symptoms?
I was definitely pretty dizzy and lightheaded and just didn't feel right for quite a few days, but looking back now, I mean, I feel great. I feel ready to go. I feel back, and I just can't wait to get back on the mound and back with the team.
What is the overall summer and worked on? What's it been like for you, Rylan?
It's been great. One of my biggest goals coming here was not only to develop as a pitcher, but get a little step into what college life is going to be and what the team and college feel is going to be like, playing at the next level, and definitely seeing better competition in the plate. And it's really been a great learning experience for me.
I hear so many things from every pitcher primarily, but everybody on the team about some of the methods that Coach Yoon brings and works on you guys with. How have you responded to some of his stuff? What's that been like?
Well, his pre-practice work with us doing mechanic work he's really got us down to a T. He really notices every little detail, and he really knows how to get everything out of your body and how to properly go through the processes of getting you to be able to throw hard and throw strikes consistently.
Were some of those things eye-opening? Oh, wow, I didn't know how to do this. I didn't know my body could do this. I didn't realize that doing some of these things could help me. Has some of it been somewhat revelatory in a sense?
Yeah, looking back at some film through the past, like spring ball and stuff, I thought things that I did were actually, the success that I had was because of them, but actually they were holding me back a little bit. And so it's a little bit eye-opening, and being able to correct those and seeing the results starting to come in, it's really good.
Now, Ian Lawson has told me he's never run as much as he has in his life in the Coach Yoon regimen. What about for you and that part of it? Do you feel like you've gotten in some of the best shape of your life?
What you get up to here, it's definitely, it takes a toll on you, but it gets you in the best shape of your life.
And I'm glad you have a smile on your face when you say it. It can be tough to put in that kind of work, but I'm sure for you, you're excited about what it means going to Pullman and going to Wazoo this fall for fall ball, and a spring ahead next year for a good man and Brian Green. I'm just wondering what this summer has done for you to kind of set you up maybe for success in Pullman.
Yeah, I've definitely, not only from like the team aspect and getting used to college players and college guys and getting in that experience, but yeah, definitely getting in shape and getting ready for the season and getting Uni's running protocol and everything he's got going. Just it really puts it in perspective of put in the work and you get what you get out of it. So I'm excited.
Rylan Hyder, my guest. How did the opportunity come around to go to Washington State?
Just right before, I got fortunate enough right before COVID hit. With my high school coach, Derek Weldon at Olympia, and he just put me in contact with coaches and getting video out, and we were still able to travel at that time and got over a few camps, and they were able to come see me, and just things aligned, and I really like it there, and I like the coaching staff, and I like what they're going to do there.
And what does it mean to you to be a Pacific Northwest young man out of Olympia, kind of in the Pac-12 footprint, at least for now? We'll see what happens to all of us in the years ahead. But to be a Pac-12 guy, what does that mean to you?
Yeah, definitely growing up, I knew I wanted to play in the Pac-12. That was always been a goal and a dream of mine, and to be able to just have the opportunity to, I'm completely blessed for that, and I knew once I had it, I had to jump on it right away, and I'm excited for it.
Well, congratulations. Final thing, and this is more back to repertoire and craft. When we see you pitch again, and we're looking forward to it, from a pitch development standpoint, command of pitches, what are some of the things you've been working on all summer, just in terms of your stuff?
Well, definitely a transition from high school where you get away with 1 to 2 pitches. Definitely developed in the third pitch. I always had the changeup in high school, but it definitely wasn't perfected. And definitely working on that and just trying to really get it to be able to work both sides of the plate and be another thing in the arsenal.
It's been fun to have you here, Rylan. I'm sorry it's taken so late, but I appreciate you making time. I'm glad you're back, and congratulations on persevering through a strange experience in a concussion protocol, but glad you're healthy and feeling good. Thanks for taking time.
Of course, thank you.
Rylan Hyder, my guest. We've got the first pitch coming up. The Knights and Elks wrapping up the series with the Knights seeking their 19th straight overall win. We look forward to seeing what unfolds again tonight. Thanks for joining us on 1240 Joe Radio.
Dave's Performance Hybrids is the one.
Okay, thank you. Let's go ahead and run the full 2 here. Hey, all.
Hybrid battery warranty extension for every Prius. If your Prius has an original battery or was replaced somewhere else and has expired, invest in Dave's Hybrid Battery Warranty Extension before it fails and save 50%. 5-year warranty, including testing. Need an oil change? Get $20 off your next oil service at Dave's Performance Hybrids. Off I-5 and Highway 20 in Albany. Online at davesperformancehybrids.com.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? Hi, I'm former Oregon State athlete Tim Ewis, your Corvallis Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today, 541-758-8245. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
For auto glass solutions, better call the glass man. Call 541-760-2277. Call the glass man.
Hey, we probably better make it just a 90. They're going more quickly than I thought, so maybe bring it back to me after this. Is this the...
Call the glass man.
Okay, thank you.
Glass solutions, better call the glass man. Call 541-760-2277. Call the glass man.
1240 Joe Radio.
Here we go on a pleasant night at Goss Stadium of Coleman Field, Wilson Motors night. Wilson Motors has provided free tickets for this one all summer long, and a great crowd coming in. Evan Scavato takes a first pitch strike from Big Joey Gartrell. 6'4", 215-pound right-hander Gartrell back to the plate. Swung on and fouled away by Evan Scavato to the right. No balls and 2 strikes. Scavato leading off at first base for Bend. Christian Cooney on deck, the catcher. Isaiah Burke batting third. The strike 2 pitch is popped up into shallow right. Eli Kennel goes out, and Eli is there to make the catch. 1 away, and a good start for Joey Gartrell, whose father Roger is here tonight, and someone from the Gartrell family hailed me, got my attention as I was walking down on the field to visit with Joey Wong a little before the ball game. Joey, the head coach for the Bend Elks, and said we have Joey's good luck charm in the stands tonight. I looked up and had the pleasure of meeting Joey's sister, Caitlin, who was here cheering on her brother. Christian Cooney swings and misses the first pitch. Joey, as always, works a very quick tempo, comes to the plate. The strike one pitch is fouled back. 0-2 the count to Christian Cooney, the center fielder, with Isaiah Burke, whose father is 4 rows in front of us. I just met him a few minutes ago. The strike two pitch missing in the turf, and the count 1-2. Decker Stedman, the cleanup hitter, the DH. C.J. Collier batting 5th in left field. Gartrell back to the plate. Breaking ball grounded slowly to Timo Becerra. The night shortstop up with it and throws over to Kiko Romero for out number 2. And here comes Isaiah Burke, Oregon State bound. And really excited to see what's going to happen for Isaiah. Isaiah from Mount Hood Community College, and his father is here tonight wearing a Bend Elks baseball cap and an Oregon State Beavers long-sleeve shirt. Isaiah swings at the first pitch and fouls it into the bicycle rack area at the entrance of Goss Stadium at Coleman Field. 0-1 the count. Dane Woodcook batting 6th at third base. Michael Ball batting 7th at shortstop. Joe Ball hitting 8th in right field. Jabin Trotsky batting 9th at second base, and Parker Grant, a Kansas commit out of Honolulu, on the mound for the Elks, who are trying to salvage one of the 3 and keep their playoff hopes alive. The 1-1 pitch to Isaiah Burke is in there for strike 2. 1-2 to the right-hand hitting catcher, whose father is a 1997 graduate of Oregon State University, and he's so excited and proud that his son is going to be a Beaver as well. A high pop-up into shallow left center field. Timo Becerra, the shortstop, goes back a few steps on the green to make the catch. And Joey Gartrell off to a solid start. The Knights have been so good in all phases of the game of late. They hope to keep it rolling again here tonight to their 19th straight win. To that end, a good start. Gartrell, a 1-2-3 inning. After half an inning, Bend nothing. The Knights coming up back in 2 on 1240 Joe Radio.
Ohio State's in the Big Ten.
So we'll make one up here and go ahead and go 2.
Oregon State,
thank you.
And Independent Auto Works, they're the league of their own. When it comes to Volkswagen repair, service, and parts, Independent Auto Works has been hitting a home run for over 50 years, and they work on other makes and models too. They're on 13th Street near the OSU campus in Corvallis. Independent Auto Works, the guys you can trust.
Your satisfaction is our success. Independent Auto Works.
Tasty food on their sunny patio. Burgers like the Hangover Helper or Double Trouble. If you prefer, substitute a house-made veggie patty and enjoy appetizers, wraps, salads, and sandwiches. And breakfast is served until 2. The food at Downward Dog is made fresh from scratch and locally sourced whenever possible. And they specialize in mouth-watering handcrafted cocktails and thirst-quenching local microbrews. So stop by the Downward Dog today. Open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. until 10 p.m. on 23rd and Monroe across from the OSU campus.
Do you ever experience headaches, or how about back pain? Here at Horesco Chiropractic, we truly believe that everybody deserves to live a life without pain. Our doctors will get to the root of your condition and create a custom treatment plan to help you get back to living the best version of your life. Our patients often say how amazed they feel to live a life with less pain after they have experienced how effective chiropractic care is. Start on the journey of improved health by giving us a call today or visiting our website at horesco.com. Horesco Chiropractic in Corvallis. We really can make a world of difference for you.
Are you a veteran living in Lynn County? You qualify for benefits that you earned. Home loans, disability compensation, health care, transportation, and more. You've earned them. Use them. Call 541-967-3882 and let Lynn County's Veteran Service 541-967-3882. Lynn County Veteran Services can help them take advantage of benefits they earned. Lynn County Veteran Services, serving our local veterans.
1240 Joe Radio.
Bottom of the first inning, let's take a look at the Corvallis Knights starting lineup after Joey Gartrell got the Knights off to for the night. Leading off in center field, Logan Johnstone. Batting second and catching, Ryan Stafford. Kiko Romero hitting third at first base. Briley Knight, the cleanup hitter, in left. Parker Grant to the plate. Logan Johnstone swings and fouls the first pitch to the left and out of play. Logan, over his last 7 games, it's kind of ridiculous. He's 15 for 28, 536 over his last 7 ball games. Parker Grant kind of swaying back and forth before rocking into the windup and delivering his pitch, which in this case is a breaking ball that loops in for a strike, and he's ahead. No balls and 2 strikes to Logan, who has raised his overall average to 348 in that nice stretch. He slices one to left field here. C.J. Collier moves over a few steps to his right to make the catch. 1 away, and Ryan Stafford will come to the plate. The rest of the night's lineup tonight, Briley, as I mentioned, in the cleanup spot in left, batting 5th, the designated hitter, Brady Cannon Lavoie. Hitting 6th at second base, Eli Kennel. Timo Becerra batting 7th at shortstop. Spencer Scott hitting 8th at third base. Ethan Lovelace batting 9th in right. And Joey Gartrell has already contributed a 1-2-3 inning. Now, we have a change. One outcome has occurred, and we'll try to be I should have been watching when I was going through other notes and things. I think we have a new right fielder in, and we'll try to get that transaction that just took place to you here in a moment. Joey, when I asked any shenanigans for tonight, he forgot to mention one outcome and now a new player on the field out in right. I have listed as the right fielder Joe Ball, but we'll see now if perhaps somebody else, and I'll try to find the number here in a moment. Ryan Stafford takes the 1-1 pitch, swings and hits a little comebacker, fielded by Parker Grant, who runs halfway to first and tosses the ball to Evan Scavato. Quickly 2 down in the bottom of the first inning. And that'll bring to the plate Kiko Romero. Wilson Motors night and a good crowd still coming in. Our thanks to Wilson Motors for their sponsorship year in and year out. And again, another big crowd coming into the ballpark and a beautiful night for baseball. The first pitch from Parker Grant is to the backstop behind Kiko. 1 ball and no strikes the count. Now, Joe Ball has been primarily a pitcher, so my sense is he was the guy, having appeared now in 4 games, who is getting himself eligible for the playoffs, has been taken out. You need to have played in 5 games to be eligible for the playoffs. So some of these late addition guys, you're going to see them start, have 1 true outcome in the field, and then leave the field just so they can be eligible for the postseason. The 1-1 pitch to Kiko Romero, low and inside, ball 2, 2-1, 2 outs, nobody on, bottom of the first, no score. Parker Grant and Isaiah Burke, the battery. Evan Scavato at first, Jay Ventrosky at second, Michael Ball at short, Dane Woodcook at third. Kiko takes a breaking ball a little bit high, and that evens the count at 2-2. C.J. Collier in left, Christian Cooney in center, and a man to be at least identified a little bit later out in right. The pitch to Kiko swung on and hit foul to the left and out of play. That'll run the count full to Romero. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Kiko starting the night as the club leader in runs batted in with 31, 263 with 5 home runs. 2 outs, nobody on. 3-2 the count. Parker to the plate, swung on and missed. Strike 3 to retire the side. Both pitchers get off to fine starts, retiring the opposition in order. And after 1 in this series finale, and penultimate home game in the regular season. Just 1 more Saturday before the playoffs begin next week. 1 inning in the books. Ben nothing, the Knights nothing on 1240 Joe Radio.
First Friday at the Natty Dresser.
Can't go back to
Friday,
90s
August
now.
5th, from
Thank
5
you.
to 7 p.m. Local sculptor Raymond Hunter will be here with a few of his amazing sculptures. Be sure to ask him about how to commission a piece for your home or business. Live music by James F. Wright, refreshments, in-store specials, and more. Art and artists. First Friday this Friday at the Natty Dresser. Purveyors of quality menswear on the corner of 2nd and Broad Albin Street in historic downtown Albany. Dress well, be confident, find success.
Mow, dig, haul, lift. The versatile Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor does it all. Easy to switch attachments, a smooth hydrostatic transmission. The BX Series is part of our under 100 horsepower tractor lineup rated #1 for reliability. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your local Kubota dealer is Lynn Benton Tractor on Highway 99E in Tangent. See it at lynnbentontractor.com.
Taste the incredible flavors of India at Evergreen Indian Restaurant. Enjoy delicious made-to-order Indian cuisine using traditional recipes and fresh ingredients, including a variety of entrees and tandoori specials. Evergreen Indian Restaurant is open for takeout orders from 11:30 to 2:30 p.m. and open for dine-in and takeout from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. daily except Tuesdays. View the menu and order online at evergreenindianrestaurant.com on Southwest 3rd in downtown Corvallis and West 7th in Eugene. Evergreen Indian Restaurant.
1240 Joe Radio.
Joey Gartrell missing with the first pitch to Decker Stedman. He comes back to the pride of Thurston High School. Decker fouls it away. 1 ball and 1 second inning. This could be a precursor to the playoffs. Bend and Yakima Valley are the two most likely opponents for the Knights in next week's first-round playoff series. The pitch to Stedman fouled away. The Elks have a little work to do in that respect coming down the stretch to sew up the 4th spot and the opportunity to meet the Knights. The 1-2 pitch, good fastball from Joey Gartrell, swung on and missed, strike 3. And going down swinging is the left-hand hitting designated hitter, Decker Stedman. Decker at 286, and he makes himself eligible for the postseason run by starting in tonight's ball game. First pitch breaking ball now to C.J. Collier out of Pacific University, a two-way player for the Boxers. Breaking ball outside from Joey Gartrell. 1-0 the count. The 1-0 pitch to C.J. swung on and missed, and the count 1-1. Collier is playing in his 5th game. 5 for 11. He takes ball 2, 2-1. Has spent quite a bit of the summer down the road with Billy Rao and the Medford Rogues. 2 balls and a strike to Collier, the pride of Gilroy High School, Gilroy, California. Swings and misses. And the count 2 balls and 2 strikes. 23 games as an outfielder for Pacific University and 11 appearances on the mound. Gartrell delivers a fly ball to right field. Ethan Lovelace is right there, and Ethan makes the catch, 2 down. Dane Woodcook out of Willamette High School, class of 2021, will be the batter. For the Knights defensively, a battery of Joey Gartrell and Ryan Stafford. Kiko Romero at first, Eli Kennel at second. Timo Becerra at short, Spencer Scott at third. Briley Knight in left, Logan Johnstone in center, and Ethan Lovelace in right. The pitch to Dane Woodcook is in there for a strike, 0-1 the count. No score, top of the second inning. Woodcook at 222 through 3 ball games. He takes ball 1 from Joey Gartrell, who's working very quickly. The big right-hander with both feet on the rubber comes back to the plate. Breaking ball swung on and missed. 1-2 to Dane Woodcook. Michael Ball on deck. Big crowd still coming in. Seats to my right and just below me filling up. We expect another big crowd Saturday. The 1-2 fastball taken. Strike 3 called. And Joey Gartrell is off to an excellent start. 2 strikeouts in the inning. He's retired the first 6 batters that he's faced. And after 1.5, Ben nothing, the Knights nothing. On 1240, Joe Radio.
If you're fed up with dirty grout lines, maybe it's time to consider cultured marble. Hi, I'm Katie Albin at Albin's Plumbing in Corvallis. Cultured marble is an affordable way to get the look of marble, and the best part is, no grout lines, affordable and easy to maintain. Come by our showroom on 9th Street in Corvallis and see the beautiful look of cultured marble.
At Albin's Plumbing, plumbing's all we do. Call 754-8282.
Available to you. Baseball league titles, and the team at Tax and Wealth Management in Corvallis are champions too. Does your business need help developing a winning program? With 46 years in business, they have what you need to develop and execute your game plan into a championship. See David Mendenhall, Bill Heck, or Robert Berry. Their team has the strategy you need for tax planning and saving for your financial future. Visit taxandwealthmanagement.com or call 541-753-4185. That's 753-4185 and get in the game.
1240 Joe Radio.
Briley Knight will lead things off for the Knights in the bottom of the second inning. Briley will be followed by Brady Lavoie and then Eli Kennel. No score. And Parker Grant, a right-hander, rocks into his motion. And the first pitch to Briley misses low. Now, Briley has been white hot. Not quite as hot as Logan Johnstone. In fact, actually, that's not true. He's a slightly hotter, believe it or not, in just a smaller sample size. He takes a strike in the count 1-1. Briley Knight was 5 for 6 on Tuesday, is 6 for 10 in this series, and is hitting .538 over his last 7 games. So he is certainly in playoff form. He takes low and inside, ball 2, 2-1 from Parker Grant. Parker shaking off his battery mate Isaiah Burke once and twice, and now ready to go. The 2-1 pitch on the way, in there for a strike, and the count 2-2. Parker has an interesting approach in that he does kind of sway back and forth from his left to his right before finally settling in on the pitch he wants to throw, then winds, kicks, and comes to the plate and misses just inside. People talk about culture shock and change. I imagine this is going to be an interesting one. From Honolulu to Lawrence, Kansas. And Briley on the right field line for a base hit. He takes a turn and will hold as the right fielder for the Bend Elks gets the baseball back in. The numbers on the backs of these jerseys are almost impossible to pick up. I'm looking, and there it is. I got it. It is, we're going to have to go back, I think, and I'm so frustrated. It's not Nick Schnapp. It's another player who's wearing Schnapp's old number who came in the game last night. But I left a full file of papers somewhere else today while working on them, and I can't remember where, so a lot of my notes and things lost. So we'll try to identify who number 8 is for Bend. He's not Nick Schnapp. It's somebody else that came into the game. Alex Soul, there we go. I saw the name, and it came to me. It's Alex Soul, and right. The pitch on the way to Brady Lavoie, whack to center, base hit. Christian Cooney will get the ball back in. The Knights begin the bottom of the second with back-to-back base hits, with Alex Soul now out in right field, taking over for Joe Ball in the first inning. But that renders Ball active in the game and thus moves him closer to playoff eligibility. Eli Kennel, the batter. We'll see if Eli's asked to bunt with 2 on and nobody out here in the bottom of the second. That is the likely call by head coach Brooke Knight down in the third base box. And, in fact, Eli is showing, and he pushes the bunt sharply, fielded by Parker Grant. Grant throws to Jay Ventrosky covering at first base for the out. Nicely done by Eli, getting the bunt down. Parker Grant didn't even look anywhere else. He just got the shore out on the sacrifice 1-4. Moving Briley to third, Brady Lavoie into second. Timo Becerra, the batter. Becerra, like others that I've talked about already, hot coming down the stretch. Becerra on July 13th, after the ball game up in Edmonton, was hitting 185. Since then, he's gone 16 for 49, hitting safely in 12 of his last 14 games. And Becerra has steadily brought that average up to 246. He's at the plate with runners at second and third and one out in this scoreless affair. He takes a first pitch breaking ball strike from Parker Grant. 0-1 the count. Spencer Scott on deck. The big crowd continuing to come in. Will be well over 2,000 tonight and probably pushing 3 Saturday in the regular season finale. We certainly hope that you're getting your tickets for playoff baseball, which will begin 1 week from last night here. The series begins Tuesday, either in Bend or Yakima Valley, most likely. And then Game 2 Wednesday with a Game 3, if necessary, here 1 week from tonight. Becerra taking in the turf, 1-1 the count. Second and third, one out. The infield at normal depth for Bend. Joey Wong, the head coach for the Bend Elks. The Knights head coach, Brooke Knight, coaching down at third base. Ed Nags coaching at first. 2 balls and a strike to Timo Becerra, trying to give the Knights the early lead. Briley Knight at third, Brady Lavoie at second. Parker Grant working out of the stretch, shaking off his battery mate Isaiah Burke a couple of times to the point that Parker decides he wants to regroup. Good for Parker. An opportunity for him coming out of Maryknoll High School in Honolulu to continue. Roll slowly foul to Brooke Knight. A fan here down below was asking me why you were puzzled as to why Brooke Knight was upset about a call that went his way last night on a play at first base. And I did confer with Brooke about that and got an answer. And it was amusing because I felt all along, doesn't Brooke know that they called him safe, not out? 2 balls and 2 strikes, runners at second and third, one out. Parker to the plate, Becerra swings and misses. Strike 3, good pitch. Diving down and in near the ankles of Becerra. Timo went after it for the second out of the inning. And now Spencer Scott, the batter. Spencer will try to make sure the Knights don't squander this early scoring opportunity. Well, I will share on the radio and then with the fan who I don't believe brought his radio but must have been listening last night and sitting right next to Paul Blackburn, able to convey the information about. Brooke just said, well, I thought he called him out. It took him a long time. I kept saying, Brooke, he's safe. You don't have anything to be upset about. And Brooke said, I kept thinking until really late I found out that they called him safe, and I thought they had called him out, and I was upset. So the umpires had to be confused about the argument. Spencer Scott takes high, and the count 1-0. Joey Wong was upset about the call because they called him safe. Brooke thought they called him out, so they were both upset, and the umpires are hearing it from both sides. And Brooke finally said, safe. Oh, okay, yeah, fine, good call. The 1-0 pitch to Spencer, fastball up and in, ball 2, 2-0. Briley Knight at third base, Brady Lavoie at second with 2 down. 2 balls and no strikes to Spencer. Parker Grant has reverted back to his swaying windup. Back and forth he goes, and then winds and kicks and comes with a 2-0 breaking ball just outside, ball 3, 3-0. Ethan Lovelace on deck. Everyone who engages in the craft and those who raise it to the level of art of pitching all develop their own approach, their own nuances, idiosyncrasies in developing a style The 3-0 pitch from Parker Grant to Spencer Scott, a strike, and the count 3-1. And for Parker, somewhere along the way, he just developed something that I haven't seen that often, and that is the taking of the sign kind of in the sway from left to right. Not dramatic, but enough that it's noticeable from up here. It looks like it almost looks like a nervous tick or twitch of sorts, but I just think it's part of a style that he found to help him get into the proper rhythm to wind, pitch, and deliver, which he's about to here on a 3-1 pitch with runners at second and third and 2 down, no score. Breaking ball grounded back of third, scooped by Woodcock. The long throw to first on a couple of hops is dug out by Evan Scavato in time to retire the side. The Knights get base hits to open the inning, but come up empty, leaving 2 in scoring position. And after 2, Ben nothing, the Knights nothing. On 1240, Joe Radio. This is Mike Parker for Even Flow Plumbing, your trusted award-winning plumber for the Mid-Valley. Even Flow specializes in complete plumbing and drain cleaning solutions for residential. Treat your home like it's their home, and their flat rate pricing means no surprises at the end of the job. Even Flow takes pride in doing the job right the first time. Just call 541-738-8853 for all your plumbing needs. When you need a pro, go with the flow. Even Flow Plumbing.
At Thai Express, they've learned that when you treat your taste buds right, great things happen. Come and experience traditional Thai recipes with a sprinkle of New World creativity, like pad Thai, a curry, fried chicken dumplings, or one of their delicious soups, all customized to your taste. Thai Express is in Corvallis on 9th Street, behind Little Caesars. They're open for dine-in or visit their drive-thru. Don't be shy. Give them a Thai. Thai Express, locally and veteran-owned. It's same, but different.
It's time for the pitchers to throw strikes and for the batters to deliver those clutch hits. It's time for Corvallis Knights baseball. Each year, the Knights look at this time as an opportunity to win another West Coast League championship. Just like a new season is an opportunity, so is getting recertified in first aid and CPR. It's an opportunity to practice your skills so you can be ready to help in an emergency. If it's that time for you, contact CPR Works at 541-760-7632 to schedule your next class. And go Knights.
1240 Joe Radio.
No scores. We go to the top of the third inning. Joey Gartrell with sister Caitlin in the house for good luck has retired 6 in a row. His first pitch to Michael Ball misses up and in, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch is lifted foul towards the alley, and the count 1-1. Michael Ball appeared in 13 games for the University of Nevada this past spring. He's out of Southridge High School, Darwin Barney country. He fouls one away in the count 1-2. Michael Ball, Alex Soule, and Jabin Trotsky in the third, no score. Soft line drive caught by Timo Becerra. A couple of steps to his left on the 0-2 pitch. Joey Gartrell produces soft contact for the 7th straight batter that he's retired. Joey is making his 9th appearance, his 6th start, 26 in the third innings, 23 hits, 5 walks, 16 strikeouts, a record of 1-0 with a save and an ERA of 1.36. Been a very good summer for the young man out of Canby High School and the University of Portland. His first pitch to Alex is swung on and missed. No balls and 1 strike. The series finale for the Knights, trying to sweep again, looking for their 5th consecutive. The strike 1 pitch, swung on and missed. 0-2 the count. And then it's a split series with the Ridgefield Raptors coming up. In Ridgefield tomorrow, home Saturday, back in Ridgefield to close the regular season Sunday afternoon. Alex Soule. Gartrell delivers, breaking ball, swung on and missed. Strike 3, 2 down, 8 up and 8 down for Joey Gartrell, and Jabin Trotsky to the plate. Alex Soule, good-looking athlete out of Mount Hood Community College. And Alex getting an opportunity as Jabin Trotsky has been receiving all year. Jabin swings and hits one into shallow left field to Timo Becerra, who began the inning with a catch. Ends the third with another one. Nice catch, fighting the sun and some breezes out in shallow left field. And it's another quick, efficient 1-2-3 frame for Joey Gartrell, who's retired all 9 Bend Elks that he's faced. After 2.5, the Elks nothing, the Knights nothing. On 1240, Joe Radio.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? Hi, I'm former Oregon State athlete Tim Ewis, your Corvallis Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today, 541-758-8245. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Dave's Performance Hybrids is the Willamette Valley's Prius experts and your Toyota dealer alternative. Dave's is now offering hybrid battery warranty extension for every Prius. If your Prius has an original battery or was replaced somewhere else and has expired, invest in Dave's hybrid battery warranty extension before it fails and save 50% off the price of a one. Hybrids off I-5 and Highway 20 in Albany, online at davesperformancehybrids.com.
Locally owned and operated for over 30 years, people in the Mid-Valley have been going to Corvallis Floor Covering. They thank their many friends and customers for your continued support and look forward to working with you on your next remodeling project. Browse through their large showroom with a beautiful selection of carpet, countertops, sheet vinyl, linoleum, tile, hard surface floors, and window coverings from all the popular
No score, bottom of the third. Ethan Lovelace, Logan Johnstone, and Ryan Stafford against Parker Grant. The right-hander out of Honolulu. The first pitch to Ethan, swung on and missed. No balls and 1 strike. Grant with a big windup, comes back to the plate and delivers strike 2 with the off-speed pitch. He's ahead to Ethan. No balls and 2 strikes to open the bottom of the third inning. Ethan at 214, a couple of homers, 12 runs batted in. He swings and it's a one-hop comebacker. Parker Grant goes down to get it. Lovelace hustles his way all the way down the line. Good for him. The toss to first beats him, but love to see that. Absolutely love to see the hustle. 1 away, and Logan Johnstone, the batter. Logan flied to left field in the first. Early in Ken Griffey Jr.'s career, playing the Minnesota Twins at the Kingdome. Into the wind goes Parker Grant. The pitch to Logan, hit foul to the left and out of play, 0-1 the count. Jr. hit a ground ball to second, a routine ground ball, and kind of just casually came out of the box, trotted. The second baseman bobbled the ball, kind of kicked it and scrambled. Then Griffey started to run hard, trying to make it in safely to first. The second baseman, though, was able to gather, pick up, and throw him out. Johnstone takes ball 1, 1-1, 1 out, nobody on, no score in the bottom of the third. Parker Grant back to the plate. A changeup hit off the end of the bat, slowly wide of third. Woodcook gets into it and throws a one-hopper that's dug out by Evan Scavato. Woodcook has made 2 plays with a total of 3 hops on the throws. Scavato's been able to dig them, though. Good job on both ends. 2 down. Ryan Stafford to the plate. Ryan hit a comebacker for an out in the first inning. Kirby Puckett, the transcendent center fielder for the Minnesota Twins in those days, as he's coming, that was the final out of the inning. So the Twins are coming off the field. Stafford fouls one back in the count, 0-1. Kirby Met Jr., as Kirby's coming in from center. Jr. was ready to go out and play center field and do a pretty good job of it on his own right for the Mariners. The strike 1 pitch down the middle to Stafford in the count, 0-2. Kirby Met Jr., they had a brief chat. Jr. went back to center. When asked after the game, Kirby was asked, what did you say to Ken Griffey Jr.? Said, you got to hustle everything out, kid. The strike two fastball is high, ball 1-1-2. And all Kirby was saying is you have the greatest tools maybe of anybody ever to play this game, but you got to play it the right way all the time. The 1-2 pitch is tapped slowly up along third. Woodcook charges, and he will save the throw. Ryan Stafford has an infield scratch single up along the third baseline with 2 down. And Kiko Romero will come to the plate. Kiko struck out in. So I was reminded of that, just seeing Ethan Lovelace a moment ago hitting a ball that was handled quickly and easily by Parker Grant. But that didn't matter to Ethan. He knew he was going to be out. The out probability was probably 99.9%, according to ESPN's analytics. The pitch on the way to Kiko Romero, swung on and missed. A bluff by Stafford he holds in the count 0-1. And yet you wouldn't know it by the way he ran as hard as he possibly could and ended up being out by only a step and a half on a very routine play back to Grant. Now, Junior, whether he listened to Kirby that day and hustled from that point thereafter, that would be the nice end of the tale. I don't know if that's true or not. And he did okay for himself in the game, however it is he approached it. But I'd like to think Kirby's message got through and might have influenced him a bit. 0-1 to Kiko Romero, no score, bottom of the third. Parker Grant spins a breaking ball up and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Briley Knight on deck. Great crowd tonight, and again, a lot of new faces here. You get to see most of the folks coming in through the home dates, nearly 30 of them every summer. We're coming down to the last couple here. Jay Ventrosky backhanded it down near his ankles, and the inning is over. But it's clear that a lot of folks have swung by Wilson Motors at 5th and Buchanan to get their free tickets. They've cashed them in. They're here. It's a big crowd. It's a beautiful night for baseball. We're glad you've joined us. We're through 3 innings. The Elks nothing. The Knights nothing on 1240 Joe Radio.
Family entertainment for young and old. Clean and friendly, that's Highland Bowl. Bring your party, let the good times roll. Great food, good fun, that's Highland Bowl. We set them up, you knock them down. Highland Bowl.
North 9th Street, Corvallis.
Built upon a solid foundation of cast iron and steel, the Kubota L Series is part of our under 100 horsepower tractor lineup rated #1 for reliability. They feature powerful Kubota diesel engines and easy operation. The durable Kubota L Series. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your local Kubota dealer is Lynn Benton Tractor on Highway 99E in Tangent. See it at lynnbentontractor.com.
Taste the incredible flavors of India at Evergreen Indian Restaurant. Enjoy delicious made-to-order Indian cuisine using traditional recipes and fresh ingredients, including a variety of entrees and tandoori specials. Evergreen Indian Restaurant is open for takeout orders from 11:30 to 2:30 p.m. and open for dine-in and takeout from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. daily except Tuesdays. View the menu and order online at evergreenindianrestaurant.com on Southwest 3rd in downtown Corvallis and West 7th in Eugene. Evergreen Indian Restaurant.
1240 Joe Radio.
Through 3 innings at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field, Ben, no runs, no hits, no errors. The Knights, no runs, 3 hits and no errors. Evan Scavato taking a first pitch strike. 0-2 the count. A couple of Portland Pilots battling one another here. Gartrell on the bluff with Evan Scavato, who played in 9 games last year. The pitch on the way is high to Evan, and the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Scavato out of Puyallup. 1-2 the count. Christian Cooney on deck. Gartrell delivers and runs it down and in. 2-2. Joey's retired all 9 batters that he's faced. Final game of this 3-game series. Bend took 2 out of 3 against the Knights to open the second half. A ground ball to the left of Timo Becerra. He slides into it from behind the bag, throws to first, past Kiko Romero, but Ryan Stafford backing things up as he ought. And holding at first base will be Scavato on the base hit. He becomes the first base runner for the Bend Elks. And the batter will be Christian Cooney. Christian grounded to short in his first at-bat. Nice effort by Timo. And even if he threw accurately, it was unlikely that he was going to be able to get the runner Scavato. A towering major league-like pop fly in foul territory on the left side off the bat of Cooney, another Portland Pilot. And Cooney watches Spencer Scott, a Portland Pilot. A recurring theme here at Goss. Spencer comes down the line to make the catch. 1 away, and Isaiah Burke breaking the Pilot spell. Swings and grounds one to Spencer Scott. He goes to Kennel for 1. On to first. The throw was high from Eli. And the double play thus averted. No error. One never assumes a double play. And so it's a fielder's choice, 5-4. Isaiah Burke going after the first pitch, as did Christian Cooney, and it looked as though Gartrell was going to get out of the inning again. But that brings Decker Stedman to the plate in this scoreless affair. Eli looked like he had a good turn going, and he just overthrew Kiko, who leapt as high as he could, tried to come back down on the bag, but not able to make the catch cleanly. Decker Stedman struck out against Gartrell in the first inning. We're in the fourth, no score. Decker swings and doesn't get it. 1 ball and 1 strike. Decker out of Thurston High School. Had a tremendous and highly decorated career with Thurston. He swings at Gartrell's 1-1 change and doesn't get it. 1-2 the count. Began his career collegiately at Oregon, but helped Andy Peterson and the Roadrunners at Lynn Benton win the NWAC championship this past spring. He swings and pops one up to shallow left field. Becerra going out, Knight coming in. It's Becerra staying with it to make the catch. A busy night for Timo, and no harm done here in the fourth with the leadoff infield single for Evan Scavato. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. After 3.5, it remains scoreless. Bend and Corvallis here at Goss on 1240 Joe Radio.
First Friday at the Natty Dresser this Friday, August 5th from 5 to 7 p.m. Local sculptor Raymond Hunter will be here with a few of his amazing sculptures. Be sure to ask him about how to commission a piece for your home or business. Live music by James F. Wright, refreshments, in-store specials, and more. Art and artists. First Friday this Friday at the Natty Dresser. Purveyors of quality menswear on the corner of 2nd and Broad Albin Street in historic downtown Albany. Dress well, be confident, find success.
There I was in the living room taking a nap when I heard a terrible sound. When are you going to start working on our deck and getting the house ready to paint? I'll do it, but not today. Well, if you won't do it, I'll do it myself. I know the guys at Philomath Rental can show me what I need to do, and since they're open 7 days a week, I can go out there today. Uh-oh. Darn you, Philomath Rental.
Philomath Rental, next to Landmark Realty, 1.5 miles west of the Sunset Shopping Center. For tools and equipment for home, farm, and business, check out Philomath Rental.
Are you a veteran living in Lynn County? You qualify for benefits that you earned. Home loans, disability compensation, health care, transportation, and more. You've earned them. Use them. Call 541-967-3882 and let Lynn County's Veteran Services help you. Do you know a veteran living in Lynn County? Help them call 541-967-3882. Lynn County Veteran Services can help them take advantage of benefits they earned. Lynn County Veteran Services, serving our local veterans.
1240 Joe Radio.
Knights baseball brought to you in part by All Pro Property Services. Relax, All Pro Property Services has the bases covered. They've been helping thousands through the years with their properties, their investment properties, house cleanings, move-out cleans, and much more. All Pro Property Services. They've got the bases covered, and they provide great sponsorship for the Knights. As we move to the bottom of the fourth inning, no score. Briley Knight to lead things off. Briley showing bunt. Misses the bunt attempt. No balls and one strike. Briley singled to right field in his first at-bat and is 15 for his last 27. Parker Grant back to the plate. Misses away in the count 1-1. Casey Corner tonight, the Dragoo Group of Northwestern Financial out in right field. Cadwell Realty enjoying the view from the Omaha room tonight, and Ticor Title and the TNT Builders Party Deck, part of this big crowd. The pitch to Briley kind of brushes him back and actually brushed Briley a little bit. It looks like in the upper part of the jersey. He's okay. Trots down to first, getting Coach with runners at first and second and nobody out in the second, bunted. I don't think he'll have Brady bunt here. No score. Brady's not bunting, and the pitch gets through. Isaiah Burke. Briley Knight hustles to second, takes a turn. He thinks about picking up another 90, but now puts the brakes on and heads back. But good base running by a young man who has absorbed a lot of baseball wisdom through the years. He's grown up with the game, and I'm sure his earliest memories have to do with being with Papa around baseball. Briley's just a good baseball player. And he took an aggressive turn to give himself a chance to pick up another base. He settles for second. Now Brady Lavoie, a fly ball to shallow right. Soul comes in, and Alex makes the catch. And Brady, who's been doing so many things well, does not quite get enough on that fly ball to advance Briley, and is an out here. One away, and Eli Kennel, the batter. Eli sacrificed in the second inning, and that set the Knights up with runners at second and third and one out, but Parker Grant did a good job to put up a 0 anyway. Bottom of the fourth, no score on this Wilson Motors night at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field, and a big crowd enjoying the next to the last home game. The pitch goes off the mid of Isaiah Burke, and Briley Knight picks up the 90 feet that he coveted on the first wild pitch. This one might be a pass ball. I'll confer with Brooks Hatch on that here. Ball and no strikes, and Bend, which is playing for its playoff lives, brings the infield in. At the edge of the green, the left side infielders, Michael Ball and Dane Woodcook. A couple of steps off on the right side, Evan Scavato and Jabin Trotsky. Eli Kennel against that drawn-in infield takes the pitch down and away. Eli with an excellent opportunity here to give the Knights the initial lead. 2 balls and no strikes to Eli, who has 29 runs batted in, second on the club to Kiko Romero. The 2-0 pitch, a big rip. Doesn't get it. The count 2-1. Eli has slumped a bit of late after a hot start early in the campaign. Eli hitting .250 though, and has kept the power numbers, 5 homers and 29 runs batted in, up throughout the season. Takes a big swing and misses in the count 2-2, and does a kind of a Travis Bazzana stroll around the batter's boxes behind the umpire Anthony Atkinson, the catcher Isaiah Burke, and climbs back in, hoping to shorten up perhaps just a bit and get Briley home from third. No score, bottom of the fifth. The 2-2 pitch taken just outside, ball 3, 3-2. Talking to the Beaver coaches a little bit about how things have gone this summer with some of their guys, and there's a tremendous amount of excitement for what Eli can bring with a lively bat to the Beavers lineup next spring. The 3-2 pitch, he taps it foul at the plate. 3-2 the count. But as we talked about in our pregame show interview with Rylan Hyder, pitcher on his way to Washington State, the summer is a time to learn, can be revelatory in some respects, just in terms of the things that the young men will work on when they get to their schools in the fall. The 3-2 pitch to Eli, swung on and missed, strike 3, 2 down. And I would say, as much as we've enjoyed watching the Thunder and Eli's bat, the numbers of swings and misses have been a bit too high, quite frankly. And that'll be something because of his work ethic and because of his conscientiousness, and also the fact that he's probably never seen the high-quality pitching, with due respect to the level that he's played in high school and so on. This is a big step up and will be even larger once he gets into fall ball and into Pac-12 play next year. Timo Becerra takes a breaking ball for a strike, but he will be as relentless in his work ethic with the Beaver coaches and continuing to work with his father, and he'll make the adjustments. He's a young man not to. And we'll see him with, I'm sure, a swing path and all of that, maybe a little more compact, that will produce more contact next spring. Timo takes outside, a steal of home attempted by Briley Knight, and Briley is out at the plate. Briley Knight, who has been aggressive on this entire journey around the bases, tries to steal home, and for a moment it looked like it might work. Parker Grant's pitch was high and inside, and any higher or more inside, it might have been difficult for Isaiah Burke to handle. But Isaiah was able to catch the ball, bring it down, and tag out Briley Knight, who was in a Rod Carew, Ty Cobb, Jackie Robinson mode, trying to steal home. That's pretty good company. We've got a new pitcher coming in out of the bullpen. We will take a 2-minute pitching change break. We are through 4. It's the Knights nothing and the Bend Elks nothing. Back in 2 on 1240 Joe Radio.
Ohio State's in the Big Ten. Alabama, the SEC. Oregon State, the Pac-12. And Independent Auto Works, they're in a league of their own. When it comes to Volkswagen repair, service, and parts, Independent Auto Works has been hitting a home run for over 50 years, and they work on other makes and models too. They're on 13th Street near the OSU campus in Corvallis. Independent Auto Works, the guys you can trust.
Your satisfaction is our success. Independent Auto Works.
At Thai Express, they've learned that when you treat your taste buds right, great things happen. Come and experience traditional Thai recipes with a sprinkle of New World creativity, like pad Thai, a curry, fried chicken dumplings, or one of their delicious soups, all customized to your taste. Thai Express is in Corvallis on 9th Street, behind Little Caesars. They're open for dine-in or visit their drive-thru. Don't be shy. Give them a Thai. Thai Express, locally and veteran-owned. It's same, but different.
You ever driven by it?
Do you ever experience headaches or
Okay,
how about back pain? Here
I'm gonna
at
have,
Chiropractic, we truly believe that everybody deserves to live a life without pain. Our doctors will get to the root of your condition.
Hey, Garrett, can you hear me?
Plan to help you get
Okay,
back to living the
say
best
hello to
version of your
Blake
life.
here. Blake
Our
Neiman's
patients
going to
often
jump
say
on with
how
me here for a
amazed
little
they feel
bit.
to
Say,
live
Blake,
a
say hello to
life
him.
after they
Hi,
have
Garrett.
experienced how effective chiropractic care is.
Yeah, I think you guys might have worked together before on the one, the
We
game
did,
that you did against the Drifters. Okay. So we're just going to chat through this fifth inning, top and bottom half.
The Corvallis Knights are champions, having won 5 straight West Coast Baseball League titles.
Yeah, to answer what you were getting at, I think was I did do around this time the Cronkite camp last year.
About, yeah, wasn't it around this time? You were telling me?
End of July, yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay, thank you.
Into a championship. See David Mendenhall, Bill Heck, or Robert Berry. Their team has the strategy you need for tax planning and saving for your financial future. Visit taxandwealthmanagement.com or call 541-753-4185. That's 753-4185. And get in the game.
1240 Joe Radio.
Top of the fifth inning, a pitching change for the Corvallis Knights presented by All Pro Property Services. All Pro Property Services, relax, we've got you covered. Caleb Cantola picking up for Joey Gartrell. C.J. Collier lifts a fly ball to center field. The pride of Gilroy, California, and Pacific University sees Logan Johnstone gather it in out in straightaway center. one away in the top of the fifth. No score. Dane Woodcook, the batter. Dane struck out looking in the second. Gartrell goes 4 innings, allows just 1 hit. It was a tremendous performance for Joey in front of Papa Roger and Sister Caitlin, and I think a couple of other members of the Gartrell family tonight, part of this big crowd at Goff Stadium at Coleman Field. Woodcook takes ball 1 from Caleb Cantola. The 1-0 fastball, a little low and in. Ball 2, 2-0. Caleb making his 13th appearance. He's worked 18 1/3, 10 hits, 13 walks, 20 strikeouts, a record of 3-0 with 3 saves, an ERA of 2.45. The 2-0 fastball from Caleb in there for a strike, and the count 2-1. It is a pleasure to welcome to the broadcast tonight, sitting adjacent to the McGrath family press box, a young man who just celebrated a birthday here a couple of days ago, so we've got that in common. The 2-1 pitch swung on and fouled back, and the count 2-2. Blake Neiman has done a great job in so many roles this summer for the Corvallis Knights, and last summer, about this time, we had a chance to visit about him being involved in the Walter Cronkite Academy. We'll talk about that a little bit here. The 2-2 pitch hit foul off to the right and out of play. And here very shortly, Blake, you're going to be heading down to Tempe and going to the Cronkite School and at Arizona State. Congratulations on that, but remind me and all of us, a year ago at this time, you were doing something with respect to the Cronkite Academy, and I kind of want to get my memory refreshed. The 2-2 pitch inside, ball 3.
Yes, yeah. Around this time last year, I got involved with the high school sports broadcast boot camp at Arizona State. It wasn't, obviously, boot camp isn't the name, but it was very vigorous in the regard of journalism and being able to grow as a journalist as a young high schooler, and being able to learn so many skills that I've carried on into this internship with the Knights, which has been basically a summer-long experience of what I had last summer, and has just been so much experience that has helped me to grow as a journalist and really helped me to prepare me for when I finally will be able to go down and be immersed in the ASU community.
The 3-2 pitch is hit foul by the right-hand hitter Dane Woodcook. A good battle between Cantola and Dane. And you had a chance last night, TJ Mathewson, who will be calling the game tomorrow night on pinch hitting for yours truly up in Ridgefield in Game 1 of that 3-game series. TJ will have the call. He is an alum of the Cronkite School. 3-2 pitch, slider swung on and missed, strike 3. Down. Nice job by Cantola to get Woodcook. Michael Ball will be the hitter. In a nutshell, Blake, as you head down there, he got through the program and is doing very well with all of his assignments up here in our world. What was his main bit of wisdom or advice that he tried to impart to you last night?
Well, it's the easy thing in journalism. Never say no. Just never say no to any opportunity. I mean, the opportunities are so vast down there, so wide, so many with the big market that Phoenix is, with 5 professional sports teams, 2 college teams, with Tucson and Arizona being within an hour of each other. It's very Eugene to Corvallis-like in that sense.
The 1-0 pitch is fouled just a little bit over my head, and once again, as the ball lands in Urchin Alley, and an urchin down there on her phone walks over and casually picks up the ball. She had no idea a foul ball was even coming. She was on her phone and doesn't, in that sense, deserve the foul ball that she just walked over and got when you got kids chasing it with all their heart. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Michael Ball. 2 down, nobody on. Mike Parker visiting with Blake Neiman, a young journalist, and heading down for the experience of a lifetime out of Philomath High School and heading down to Tempe. Well, I want to get your date here when you're leaving in a moment. The 1-2 fastball swung on and missed, strike 3. Caleb Cantola picks up where Joey Gartrell left off and retires the side in order with 2 strikeouts. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's still Ben nothing, the Knights nothing on 1240 Joe Radio.
For auto glass solutions, better call the glass man. Call 541-760-2277. Call the glass man.
Need your auto glass repaired or replaced? Need to recalibrate your advanced car safety system? Don't call that 800 number. Call the glass man.
For auto glass solutions, better call the glass man. Call 541-760-2277. Call the glass man.
At Albin's Plumbing, we're boring. Hi, I'm Katie Albin, and I want everyone to know that at Albin's Plumbing, we're boring. Directional boring, to be exact. So if you need to run a pipe underground, under a driveway, or under a sidewalk, and you don't want to destroy your yard in the process, the boring people at Albin's Plumbing can help you with your directional boring. Just give us a call.
At Albin's Plumbing, plumbing's all we do. Call 754-8282, Albin's Plumbing.
The Corvallis Knights are champions, having won 5 straight West Coast Baseball League titles. And the team at Tax and Wealth Management in Corvallis are champions too. Does your business need help developing a winning program? With 46 years in business, they have what you need to develop and execute your game plan into a championship. See David Mendenhall, Bill Heck, or Robert Berry. Their team has the strategy you need for tax planning and saving for your financial future. Visit taxandwealthmanagement.com or call 541-753-4185. That's 753-4185. And get in the game.
1240 Joe Radio.
Bottom of the 5th inning, no score. Timo Becerra, Spencer Scott, and Ethan Lovelace coming up. Blake Neiman popping over from live stream duties and other press box duties to visit with yours truly a little bit here on the broadcast. By the way, what have all of your duties entailed this summer in the internship?
Well, it's been a wide range of things. Been able to do a lot of stuff and kind of be creative in the way and making it what I wanted it to be. Derek kind of told me that at the beginning.
Timo Becerra, a little pop fly on the right side. Jabin Trotsky loses the cap but stays with the baseball and makes the catch. One away. Spencer Scott, the batter. Did you develop what I know the fans have really enjoyed, the 90 feet width? Was that kind of your idea?
It was my idea. I came up with it. Obviously, there's been other people that have done it, but I didn't know of it. I kind of came up with it in my own creative mind. Mm-hmm. But it was inspired by the 94 feet with Jay Billis that he usually does on the basketball scene. Mm-hmm. But I thought I'd take it to the baseball scene, make it a little fun, kind of relaxed interview with the guys.
It's been really enjoyable and well received. Spencer Scott takes a breaking ball for a strike. The ball dropped by Isaiah Burke. And Brooke Knight comes walking a couple of steps out of the box like, you called that a strike? And Spencer Scott, I think, is picking up the theme, the variation on a theme by Knight. And I don't think Anthony Atkinson, the umpire, is going to change anything. But he heard it both from Brooke and Spencer, and now the 0-1 pitch is in there for strike 2. Ethan Lovelace, the on-deck hitter. Parker Grant has gone all the way and been very effective. Delivers a breaking ball in the turf. 1-2 the count. And not only the 90 feet with Blake, but the post-game interviews, the players of the game. How have those gone?
Oh, those have been great. I mean, that's been a huge thing that can be translated into the industry very easily. And you see those all the time with the professionals doing it in huge moments. And just to be able to get that practice has been extremely helpful in developing me.
The 1-2 pitch, a ground ball slowly to short. Michael Ball between hops makes a nice play to stay with it and throw out his opposite number. Actually, Spencer playing third base tonight with Timo at short, but a good play by Michael Ball, getting an erstwhile shortstop in Spencer Scott. 2 down, and Ethan Lovelace, who hit back to the box and hustled down the line back in the third to the plate. 2 down, nobody on. So, when are you heading down to the Valley of the Sun?
Here in just a little over a week. It's August 12th. Today's the 4th, so a week from tomorrow will be the leave date.
Are you nervous, excited? A combination of both. Lovelace fouls one back.
A combination of both, I would say. The nerves of leaving the beautiful Willamette Valley and how good it's been to me, but now heading to a new valley with unknown possibilities that right. I guess I can make for myself.
Good for you, man. I'm really happy for you. It's a great opportunity, Blake. Ethan swings and misses. No balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. The strike 2 fastball, and Lovelace ropes it into right field. Base hit. Parker Grant cannot be too pleased with getting that much of the plate on an 0-2 pitch. And Ethan Lovelace jumps on it. Solid single to right, bringing Logan Johnstone to the plate. Is this your home for all your life, Blake, Philomath and this area? I mean, is this where you've always lived?
It actually has not been, but for the majority of the childhood I can remember, I grew up in Boulder, Colorado, home of the Buffaloes for the majority of my life, so still college town. But when I was 8th grade, I moved here, and I'm related to all the Girdings in town, so many of the listeners will probably know that. But
there goes Lovelace. He looked back in thinking it was a hit and run, and he's thrown out Isaiah Burke to Michael Ball. And I don't know if Logan Johnstone missed a sign or what, because Lovelace was looking back in en route to second base. He's caught stealing to end the inning. We'll wrap up the conversation with Blake when we return. The Knights go in the 5th with the minimum sent to the plate, and it remains a great pitcher's duel here in Corvallis. Ben nothing, the Knights nothing on 1240 Joe Radio.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? Hi, I'm former Oregon State athlete Tim Ewis, your Corvallis Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today, 541-758-8245. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
The versatile Kubota B-Series is a do-it-all tractor. Part of our under 100 horsepower tractor lineup rated #1 for reliability. You can run powerful attachments that can be easily switched out. The Kubota B-Series. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your local Kubota dealer is Lynn Benton Tractor on Highway 99E in Tangent. See it at lynnbentontractor.com. Locally owned and operated for over 30 years, people in the Mid-Valley have been going to Corvallis Floor Covering. They thank their many friends and customers for your continued support and look forward to working with you on your next remodeling project. Browse through their large showroom with a beautiful selection of carpet, countertops, sheet vinyl, linoleum tile, hard surface floors, and window coverings from all the popular brands. Corvallis Floor Covering, corner of 2nd and Van Buren downtown, or log on to corvallisfloorcovering.com. Shop local. Shop Corvallis Floor Covering.
1240 Joe Radio.
Top of the 6th inning, no score. Alex Sewell, 6'3", 215-pounder out of Lake Oswego, Mount Hood. One ball and no strikes to count. The Knights and the Bend Elks wrapping up the regular season series. Caleb's 1-0 pitch misses high for ball 2. There could yet be more games between the two organizations. It would be playoff baseball beginning next Tuesday in Bend if the Elks make their way in. They still have a pretty good look at it. The 2-0 pitch, Caleb misses low. Ball 3, 3-0 to Alex Sewell. Jabin Trotsky on deck, Evan Scavato to follow. Gartrell did not walk a batter through 4. Cantola retired the side in order last inning. His 3-0 pitch is a strike, and the count 3-1. We're visiting with Blake Neiman, who has done an outstanding job in the variety of roles he talked about with the Corvallis Knights this summer, and is now heading off to go to work in a tremendous market and a great journalism school. The 3-1 pitch foul back, the count 3-2. What are the first things you do in the school in the fall? I mean, are there just some basics that all incoming students take, and then you begin to branch into areas of specialization, or what?
Yeah, so everyone has to take the JMC Basic 101 class, but it's unique in the sense that you can take journalism classes right off the beginning and don't have to do those 2 years of core classes to get started. You get into the journalism aspect right away.
Good. The 3-2 pitch is high for ball 4. Jabin Trotsky, the batter. We'll see how Coach Joey Wong wants to run it here with Jabin Trotsky, the batter. My guess is Jabin will be up there to bunt. If Jabin were swinging it a little bit better, that might not be the case, but he's stepping in at 132 with 3 sacrifice bunts on the summer, and he is bunting, and he bunts in the air, foul up along third. No balls and 1 strike. And you were telling me a little, you feel like you've already lined up some things. You're going to be involved with some Pac-12 network stuff. I mean, tell me what you kind of have in mind already.
Well, they have an amazing radio program, as do you have just right here with yours truly. But Blaze Radio, student-run radio program, hoping to get some play-by-play experience in all those kind of sports. Doing that, there's the Walter Cronkite Sports Network.
Trotsky slashes, hits a ball back up the middle, fielded nicely by Becerra, who backhands to Eli Kennel for the force at second. Nice play by Timo. Trotsky was showing bunt early, pulled back slash, made good contact. But Becerra, breaking back up the middle to his left, gets to the ball, feeds Eli for the fielder's choice, 6-4. One away, Trotsky replaces Alex Soul at first, and the batter will be Evan Scavato here in the top of the 6th inning. Quick moving ball game before a big crowd on Wilson Motors night. No score. A well-pitched game. Wilson Motors, our sponsor, local family-owned car dealership, and they have been part of the family here in the community since the 40s. If you're ever in the need for a new Ford, Jeep, Chrysler, Ram, or used car, come by and visit with the knowledgeable sales staff at Wilson Motors, and they have provided most of the tickets for tonight's ball game here. A big thanks to the great team at Wilson Motors. First pitch in there from Cantola for a strike to Scavato. Caleb back to the plate. Good fastball, knee high, strike 2. 0-2 the count. In the play-by-play opportunities you hope to get, does that involve all sports? Do you have a favorite? Could hockey come into play down there? I mean, what are you thinking?
Well, they offer a variety of sports options for all sports, but the favorite for me, at least the one that I have the most experience with thus far, has been basketball, because I've been able to do boys and girls basketball team for Philomath all throughout high school.
Strike 2 fastball, swung on and missed. Strike 3, a throw down to first by Ryan Stafford. Trotsky able to scramble back, but Caleb Cantola reaches back and fans Scavato with a high inside fastball that tied Evan up. 2 down, Christian Cooney the batter. Christian is grounded to short and popped out to third baseman Spencer Scott. Caleb comes set, Trotsky at first with 2 down. The first pitch with the late break by Jabin is high, and the throw to Eli Kennel is in plenty of time. I'm not sure what Jabin was attempting to do there, trying to 2-4 to end the inning. Well, one more time. We'll wrap things up with Blake in this next half inning as we go to the bottom of the 6th. It remains Ben nothing, Corvallis nothing on 1240 Joe Radio.
Dave's Performance Hybrids is the Willamette Valley's Prius experts and your Toyota dealer alternative. Dave's is now offering hybrid battery warranty extension for every Prius. If your Prius has an original battery or was replaced somewhere else and has expired, invest in Dave's hybrid battery warranty extension before it fails and save 50% off the price of a 1 to 5 year warranty, including testing. Need an oil change? Get $20 off your next oil service at Dave's Performance Hybrids. Off I-5 and Highway 20 in Albany. Online at davesperformancehybrids.com.
We set 'em up, you knock 'em down. Island Bowl, family entertainment for young and old. Clean and friendly, that's Highland Bowl. Bring your party, let the good times roll. Great food, good fun, that's Highland Bowl. We set 'em up, you knock 'em down. Island Bowl.
North 9th Street, Corvallis.
Taste the incredible flavors of India at Evergreen Indian Restaurant. Enjoy delicious made-to-order Indian cuisine using traditional recipes and fresh ingredients, including a variety of entrees and tandoori specials. Evergreen Indian Restaurant is open for takeout orders from 11:30 to 2:30 p.m. and open for dine-in and takeout from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. daily except Tuesdays. View the menu and order online at evergreenindianrestaurant.com on Southwest 3rd in downtown Corvallis and West 7th in Eugene. Evergreen Indian Restaurant.
1240 Joe Radio.
Bottom of the 6th inning. No score. The top of the order up for the Knights. Logan Johnstone, Ryan Stafford, and Kiko Romero. Happy to be joined here tonight by Blake Neiman. We'll get another half inning with Blake. Another inning of work for Parker Grant, who's gone all the way. The first pitch to Logan missing for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch misses just outside. 2-0 the count. Logan has flied to left, grounded to third, so that constitutes a slump for him. He swings and fouls it back. The count 2-1. Ryan Stafford on deck. Big crowd tonight, which included members of the Rawlings Tigers, our Field of Dreams team tonight. The Rawlings Tigers, nationally recognized baseball program out of Corvallis that focuses on the overall development of players, and the new up-and-coming 10U baseball team has started their season by competing in tournaments in the Beaver State and out of state, including in Reno most recently. They're here in uniform tonight. The 3-1 pitch to Logan Johnstone misses outside for ball 4. And the Knights get their leadoff man aboard for the third time tonight. They've not been able to do anything with that opportunity. And Danny Sales, the pitching coach for Bend, cooperating a bit with what we're trying to get done up here, visiting with young Blake Neiman off to Arizona State. Are you prepared for the physical culture, the culture shock of the big metro market moving from Philomath to Tempe? But when you get down there, it's still going to be probably 110, 115, 117 degrees. Are you prepared for that?
I don't think anyone can be prepared for that, but I'm going to do my best to adapt. I'm kind of praying that the dry heat would be a little bit more nice, I guess, in the aspect of the humidity here in the Great Pacific Northwest, but we'll see how it goes. Like all humans do, I'll adapt.
Yes, you will give it your best shot. That's good. What about the other? You get to start right away with journalism classes. That's cool. What else? Do you have a full load? How many classes this first term?
Yes, so I was grateful enough to get a scholarship that forced me to take a full load, but I'm happy to take a full load at the beginning. And, I mean, I'm just trying to get as involved as possible, hoping to maybe land an internship for the spring and be able to help and get involved as much as possible with whatever I can do to best advance myself.
Ryan Stafford is asked to bunt by Brooke Knight. Ryan bunts it foul. No balls and 1 strike. No score, bottom of the 6th. Beavers come down. I'm trying to think.
You come down on Thanksgiving.
Is that it? Thank you for keeping track of my life. A bunt up along third. Ryan Stafford, a great bunt, and everybody's safe. But a throwback to second, and Logan Johnstone just did get back with an excellent slide to avoid the tag of the shortstop, Michael Ball. Excellent slide by Johnstone away from the tag attempt of Ball. A great bunt by Stafford. Isaiah Burke came out and decided not to even make a throw on Ryan at first, and then alertly fired to second after Johnstone made the turn. But it is a bunt single. Ryan Stafford aboard. The Knights have 2 on and nobody out. Kiko Romero the batter. Kiko is the power guy and the leading RBI man, but it's certainly not beneath him to bunt. And he bunts 1 foul over the netting back of the plate and up the stairwell leading to the McGrath family press box. No balls and a strike to Kiko. So the Beavers we do come down in football, right?
Yes, you come down. We were keeping track because my parents were going to come down and watch the game and be able to see me for Thanksgiving.
Nice.
But so they'll be coming down and playing down at ASU.
We look forward to seeing you. The strike 1 pitch, Kiko shows bunt, takes inside, and the count 1-1. And I imagine in basketball, and I'm trying to remember what did we do in baseball. We'll be coming down there for baseball too. So I hope we'll get to see you at a number of these events, Blake. It'll be fun to make connection with you again down there and get caught up. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 on, nobody out. Bottom of the 6th, no score. Parker Grant working on Kiko Romero, who bunted 1 pitch foul, and now I think is swinging away, and he chops 1 foul past Coach Nags, and the count 1-2. Before we turn you loose after this half inning, what are the things that you've learned the most here that have been most valuable to you being an intern with the Knights this summer?
Well, I'd say just creativity, being able to be who you are and being okay with who you are and making what you want to be and not always having to follow the traditional path and being proud of what you create and creating content that you're proud of and putting that out there for the world to see. And good
for you. No, that's nice, and it's nice you've had the liberty, the autonomy, so to speak, to do that given to you by the Knights. Kiko swings and fouls one at the plate, and the count remains 1-2. I will say this before you go, and I look forward to staying in touch with you through the years. You were very kind to take a look at some of those Rawlings Tigers players at the top of the steps down to our left, heading into the McGrath family press box. I don't know how much you knew of an announcer by the name of Vin Scully. I can't imagine you heard much of him in your young life. He quit working in 2016. The 1-2 pitch is away, ball 2, 2-2. But you were here the other night when we all learned the news, and you saw that I learned the news, and I think you even heard how emotional that made me. You called me. You were kind enough to call me and express your sadness for me on my behalf about losing somebody that meant so much to me and to my life in Vinny. The 2-2 breaking ball swung on and missed. Kiko goes down. Good job by Parker Grant to get Kiko, and Briley Knight comes to the plate. But you doing that, Blake, underscored to me the most important thing about whatever happens for you in life and in your future and in your career, that you took the time out of the kindness of your heart to do that. So thank you, and don't ever lose that, okay?
I won't, most definitely.
Good for you, and thanks for that. That meant a lot to me. Briley Knight, the batter, has singled to right and been hit by a pitch. Briley swings and fouls one to the left and out of play. No balls and a strike. Good catch by a fan over there, and well-deserved round of applause from this big crowd here at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field. Those Rawlings Tigers are selling raffle tickets tonight, so we hope that you can make a contribution to their effort as the 10U program continues to develop outstanding young men like we have here with the Knights, like we're blessed to have with Blake as part of the Knights internship. These are
so open to helping young broadcasters and young aspiring journalists, just people, baseball fans in general, and how you've done that for me. And like literally you've replicated the exact thing that Scully did for his fans and his aspiring journalists that wanted to be like him, and no one will ever be like him. No one can ever match the greatness of Scully.
Riley Knight swings and misses for strike 3, 2 down. This is a tremendous pitching performance by Parker Grant, Kansas bound out of Honolulu, pitching his heart out here tonight. 2 on, 2 out, no score. Brady Lavoie swings and misses. 0-1 the count. This is a gritty, impressive performance by Parker Grant here tonight. The Knights, twice now in this game, have had runners here in the 6th, which would be, for me, one of the best pitching performances against the Knights all season if he gets out of this. The strike 1 pitch is fouled at the plate, and the count 0-2. Runners at first and second. Parker. Breaking ball, got him swinging. Unbelievable performance by Parker Grant tonight. One of the best I've seen against the Knights. He ends up striking out the side, and we're through 6. Blake, thanks for coming by. keep us posted. I look forward to staying in touch with you as you head down to Arizona State. Congratulations on everything that's going on with you. Thanks for taking time to share tonight here on the radio.
Absolutely. Thank you for taking the time to help me out so much all through this internship, and I look forward to being mentored by you through the years to come.
Thanks a lot, Blake. Good luck to you. We are through 6 innings. It's a good ball game. The Knights nothing and the Elks nothing on 1240 Joe Radio.
For auto glass solutions, better call Glass Man. Call 541-760-2277. Call the Glass Man.
Need your auto glass repaired or replaced? Need to recalibrate your advanced car safety system? Don't call that 800 number. Call the Glass Man.
For auto glass solutions, better call the Glass Man. Call 541-760-2277. Call the Glass Man.
The Corvallis Knights are champions, having won 5 straight West Coast Baseball League titles. And the team at Tax and Wealth Management in Corvallis are champions too. Does your business need help developing a winning program? With 46 years in business, they have what you need to develop and execute your game plan into a championship. See David Mendenhall, Bill Heck, or Robert Berry. Their team has the strategy you need for tax planning and saving for your financial future. Visit taxandwealthmanagement.com or call 541-753-4185. That's 753-4185. And get in the game. If you are a veteran and live in Lynn County, there are benefits and services available to you at Lynn County Veterans Services. You've earned them. Use them. Call 541-926-3882 and take advantage of what you've earned. Home loans, disability compensation, health care, transportation, and more. Lynn County Veterans Services is here to help you. If you are a veteran and live in Lynn County, call 541-926-3882 and thank you for serving your country. Lynn County Veterans Services, serving our local veterans.
1240 Joe Radio.
Through 6 innings at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field, the Knights no runs, 5 hits, and no errors. Bend no runs, 1 hit, and no errors. Caleb Cantola goes to work on Christian Cooney, misses with the first pitch to the backstop, comes back with a 1-0 offering, and drops in the breaking ball for a strike. 1-1 the count. Cooney 0 for 2, swings and grounds one to third. Spencer Scott fields and throws Christian out. Couple of Portland Pilots. Spencer Scott, the fielder. Christian Cooney, the batter, grounds out, 1 away. And Isaiah Burke, the batter. Isaiah's father, Joe, is here tonight, sitting about 5 rows in front of our vantage point. One. Come into the Oregon State program knowing of the family's love and Isaiah's love his whole life growing up for all things Oregon State and getting an opportunity now to come play for the Beavs. He takes high and inside, ball 2, 2-0. Out of Mount Hood Community College, the 2-0 pitch missing, ball 3, 3-0. I was really warmed by an article I read today about our own Matthew Boyd. The 3-0 pitch down the middle for a strike and the count 3-1. Matt Boyd, the former Beaver great, and one of the finest young men ever to put on the orange and black. Just a great person, tremendous athlete. The 3-1 pitch from Cantola, very high, ball 4. The second walk for Caleb. That'll bring Decker Stedman to the plate. But Matt Boyd has been traded to the team he grew up loving. So the long journey brings him back home. Born in Mercer Island. Went to high school at East Catholic. And he talked in the article today in The Athletic about growing up dreaming of playing for the Seattle Mariners, and he said they are the reason I love baseball. And now he gets to come and try to help them as he works his way through. He had elbow surgery last September. He's been on the shelf all season, but he's been starting to throw some live BP sessions. He's steadily, slowly getting himself back in shape, and the Mariners a little bit of trouble. Ball 4 has been a problem for Caleb at times this summer, and he's already walked 2. Now he's 3-0, and that call changed the complexion of the entire. Instead of 1-1, it was 2-0. Then it's 3-0, and sometimes after 3-0, it can go quickly and readily to 4-0. It doesn't. It's in there for a strike, and the count 3-1. But for a pitcher who has fought himself just a bit this summer in terms of command and control, to have a pitch that he executes well, not called a strike, can lead to, at times, further issues. Now it's 3-1 with a man aboard, and the 3-1 pitch is ball 4. That 1-0 pitch, which appeared to be a strike called a ball, changed things up dramatically for Caleb. The Elks have runners at first and second and nobody out. C.J. Collier, who's flied to right and flied to center, coming to the plate. There's one out, The inning opened with a ground ball for an out. Christian Cooney grounding out to Spencer Scott. But back-to-back walks have ensued, and now C.J. Collier to the plate, who's 0 for 2, and Bo Kearns on his way out for a visit. But really looking forward to seeing what Matthew Boyd can do. Coming back to his hometown, Matthew said that when he shared with his parents the news, hey, I've been traded, and he made them work for a little bit. Yeah, he was with the Giants, signed a 1-year contract with the San Francisco Giants, but has been injured all season. Matty was hoping to come back for the Giants sometime around mid-June. He threw a live BP session on June 14th and reported more soreness in his left elbow. Shut it down again, but he threw a live BP session on July 25th, and that was understood in the left-hander who been traded. He said that he could almost hear tears in the eyes of his folks. Great people we got to know pretty well when Matt was pitching for Oregon State. So a homecoming from Matt Boyd. Really excited about it. C.J. Collier swings and misses. Caleb Cantola trying to get through a tough top of the 7th. His strike one breaking ball misses down. 1 ball and 1 strike. Isaiah Burke at second. Decker Stedman at first. 1 out, no score. Top of the 7th inning. The Knights are trying to set an overall franchise record for consecutive wins. They're sitting at 18. 1 more would give them their first ever 19-game win streak. The 1-1 pitch misses high. A championship season. The Knights won 18 in a row and 16 in a row, and that's where they sit now, both in overall play and WCL play. 2-1 to C.J. Collier. 2 on, 1 out, no score. Breaking ball misses, ball 3, 3-1. There is some activity going on in the Knights bullpen, without doubt. I don't see it, but I know it must be true. Back-to-back walks for Burke and Stedman and a 3-1 count to C.J. Collier. Ball 4 to load him up. That might be it. We'll see. Dane Woodcook is the hitter. Has struck out looking and swinging, and that is it. And that's too bad. There's not much the walks can't be defended. There's just nothing particularly good about them. Now, there's occasions where if bases are open, you want to pitch carefully and you don't mind a walk here and there. But for big Caleb Cantola, who has a power arm and a lot of good stuff and has made some progress this summer with his command and had some good outings of late, unfortunately not able to command the zone here in the 7th tonight. He walks 3 straight to load him up, but the Knights turn to left-hander Will Clark in a pitching change with the hopes of getting out of it unscathed. Bases loaded, 1 out, no score, top of the 7th. Will Clark coming in, back in 2 on 1240 Joe Radio.
Downward Dog across the Ocean campus is serving up cold drinks and tasty food on their sunny patio. Burgers like the Hangover Helper or Double Trouble. If you prefer, substitute a house-made veggie patty and enjoy appetizers, wraps, salads, and sandwiches, and breakfast is served until 2. The food at Downward Dog is made fresh from scratch and locally sourced whenever possible. And they specialize in mouth-watering handcrafted cocktails and thirst-quenching local microbrews. So stop by the Downward Dog today. Open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. until 10 p.m. on 23rd and Monroe across from the OSU campus.
This is Mike Parker for Even Flow Plumbing, your trusted award-winning plumber for the Mid-Valley. Even Flow specializes in complete plumbing and drain cleaning solutions for residential and commercial jobs. They treat your home like it's their home, and their flat rate pricing means no surprises at the end of the job. Even Flow takes pride in doing the job right the first time. Just call 541-738-8853 for all your plumbing needs. When you need a pro, go with the Flow. Even Flow Plumbing.
It's time for the pitchers to throw strikes and for the batters to deliver those clutch hits. It's time for Corvallis Knights baseball. Each year, the Knights look at this time as an opportunity to win another West Coast League championship. Just like a new season is an opportunity, so is getting recertified in first aid and CPR. It's an opportunity to practice your skills so you can be ready to help in an emergency. If it's that time for you, contact CPR Works at 541-760-7632 to schedule your next class. And go Knights.
For auto glass solutions, better call a glass man. Call 541-760-2277. Call the glass man.
Need your auto glass repaired or replaced? Need to recalibrate your advanced car safety system? Don't call that 800 number. Call the glass man.
For auto glass solutions, better call a glass man. Call 541-760-2277. Call the glass man.
1240 Joe Radio.
I'll be there. If I don't see you after the game, I'll see you, I hope, again. Well, here we go. The left-hander Will Clark with the bases loaded and one out goes to work and challenges Dane Woodcook. In this scoreless affair, top of the 7th inning, Woodcook fouls the first pitch back, 0-1 the count. Dane struck out twice. First against Joey Gartrell and then against Caleb Cantola. The Knights infield at double play depth. The strike one pitch swung on and fouled at the plate. And Will quickly ahead of Woodcook. No balls and 2 strikes. 3 straight walks. Loading up the bases for Bend. Isaiah Burke at third. Decker Stedman at second. C.J. Collier at first. Will Clark ahead of the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Michael Ball on deck. The strike 2 pitch is bounced and a good block by Ryan Stafford. Clark making his 15th appearance, 22 2/3, 16 hits, 16 walks, 21 strikeouts, a record of 2-0, an ERA of 1.98 with a save. 1-2 to Woodcook. Fastball taken. Strike 3 called. 2 down. Excellent pitch by Will Clark. And Michael Ball to the plate with the sacks full. Michael is lined to short and struck out. No score, top of the 7th. The pitch on the way to Ball inside. Ball 1, 1-0. Will picking up for Caleb Cantola, inheriting a bases-loaded 1-out situation. Spins a breaking ball in for a strike, and the count 1-1. Knights baseball brought to you by First Alternative Co-op, where they make it easy for your family to buy local and eat healthy. Everyone is welcome at the First Alternative Co-op. Clark's 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball down and in, smothered by Ryan Stafford, moving to his left. Good work on Ryan's part, earning his keep certainly back of the plate. 2 balls and 1 strike to Michael Ball with the bases loaded and 2 down. Will Clark back to the plate. The 2-1 pitch is popped up. It's playable on the right side. Kiko Romero calls and makes the catch. The inning is over. A tremendous job by Will Clark out of the bullpen. Inheriting bases loaded, 1 out, gets a strikeout and a pop-up, and we remain scoreless. 7th inning stretch time brought to you by All Pro Property Services. This big crowd rising to their feet. A quick note, Intentional Balk is being sold by Michael Armour again down the third base side. If you weren't able to pick up the book the other day, Michael's down there selling copies of an outstanding concept in the book. We talked to him about it here on Tuesday night. And so if you get a chance, stop by and see Michael Armour and buy his book, Intentional Balk. We go to the bottom of the 7th. The new pitcher coming into the game for the Bend Elks. It remains 0-0. Back in 2 on 1240 Joe Radio.
Locally owned and operated for over 30 years, people in the Mid-Valley have been going to Corvallis Floor Covering. They thank their many friends and customers for your continued support and look forward to working with you on your next remodeling project. Browse through their large showroom with a beautiful selection of carpet, countertops, sheet vinyl, linoleum, tile, hard surface floors, and window coverings from all the popular brands. Corvallis Floor Covering, corner of 2nd and Van Buren downtown, or log on to corvallisfloorcovering.com. Shop local. Shop Corvallis Floor Covering.
Mow, dig, haul. Easy to switch attachments, a smooth hydrostatic transmission. The BX series is part of our under 100 horsepower tractor lineup rated #1 for reliability. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclosure.
Your local Kubota dealer is Lynn Benton Tractor. Lynn Benton.
Natty Dresser this Friday, August 5th. Ask him about how to commission a piece for your home or business. Live music by James F. Wright, refreshments, in-store specials, and more. Art and artists. First Friday this Friday at the Natty Dresser. Purveyors of quality menswear on the corner of 2nd and Well, be confident, find success.
Dave's Performance Hybrids is the Willamette Valley's Prius experts and your Toyota dealer alternative. Dave's is now offering hybrid battery warranty extension for every Prius. If your Prius has an original battery or hybrid battery warranty extension before it fails, and save 50% off the price of a one.
Was Parker Grant, who struck out the side in the 6th inning after the Knights had runners at first and second and nobody out. Parker, in what turned out to be the final 3 hitters that he would face tonight, struck them all out, and good hitters each. Tremendous performance by Parker to end his evening. And he turns the baseball over now to Cole Wilkinson. Cole, a left-hander, will go to work here in the bottom of the 7th inning. And face Eli Kennel, followed by Timo Becerra, and then Spencer Scott. Cole's had a good summer. With the Bend Elks. Tyler Quinn will bat for Eli Kennel. Tyler's been swinging the bat well. Had 3 consecutive 3-hit games before encountering a bit of a hip strain. He's back, we hope, now and fully recovered. Wilkinson, the lefty's fastball misses high, ball 1. Tyler Quinn batting for Eli Kennel. Wilkinson making his 8th appearance, only his 2nd out of the bullpen. And his 1-0 pitch fouled back. 25 and 2/3 innings, 25 hits, 7 walks, 21 strikeouts, a record of 2-0, an ERA of 4.20 for Cole. Wilkinson with a count of 1-1 comes to Quinn and misses low and in to Tyler. Ball 2, 2-1. Cole went to Churchill High School, a 4-year letter winner there. The left-hander's pitch to Tyler, sprayed foul to the right and out of play. And the count now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Began his collegiate career at the University of Portland. Moved to Lynn Benton Community College. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Tyler Quinn. Pinch hitting here in the bottom of the 7th of this scoreless affair. Tyler swings and fouls it back. It remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Strong outing for Parker Grant. He struck out 6. Walked only 1 and put up 6 zeros. Wilkinson back to the plate, and Tyler Quinn takes low and inside, ball 3, 3-2. Tyler played last night, went 0 for 2, but had gone 0 for 1 at Walla Walla, but 3 2-hit games prior to that. 3 consecutive 3-hit games, and now he does a nice job taking ball 4 on the 3-2 pitch. And the Knights try it again. We'll have a runner for Quinn, who's a little bit limited now with that hip issue that manifested itself at Walla Walla. And so Mason Lee will run. And Mason Lee is the pinch runner here in the bottom of the 7th inning, with Timo Becerra coming to the plate. Timo is struck out and popped to second. Timo, like so many others on this club, as I mentioned earlier, has been hot at the right time down the stretch, and so the Knights potential record-setting pace. They've equaled the franchise record for consecutive wins. Becerra bunts in the air, caught by Wilkinson. No play at first. 1 away, and the batter will be Spencer Scott. Luca DiPaolo is dispatched into the bullpen along with Duke Brotherton. And Spencer Scott at the plate with the pinch runner Mason Lee at first. Wilkinson delivers a strike. 0-1 the count. Mason has been a big threat as a runner. Second on the team in stolen bases with 15. Trying to get a read on the southpaw Wilkinson. Cole looks over at Mason a couple of times, comes to the plate. Scott swings and hits one into Urchin Alley to our right. No balls and 2 strikes to Spencer. Tanner Smith has grabbed a bat and has moved into the on-deck circle. He would hit for Ethan Lovelace. No score. Bottom of the 7th inning. Cole Wilkinson comes set. And the lefty delivers very high, ball 1, 1-2. A leadoff walk. Tyler Quinn then run for by Mason Lee, who hasn't quite gotten the read yet on Wilkinson to try to run. Wilkinson delivers to Spencer, who swings and misses. Strike 3. 2 down. And Tanner Smith will bat for Ethan Lovelace. Knights baseball presented in part by our friends at Oregon State Credit Union. They were the sponsor of our huge fireworks show on July 3rd. That drew over 3,000 fans. Oregon State Credit Union investing in all of our communities and making big differences in helping people throughout the 24 western and central Oregon counties. Our thanks to Oregon State Credit Union. Tanner Smith, the batter. Cole Wilkinson comes set. Tanner has shown a flair for the dramatics in his not only Knights career last summer, but with the Beavers this spring. What essentially amounted to a game-winning grand slam at Cal, followed up by a game-winning homer in Reno 2 days later. He swings and misses here in the count 0-1. He's had a 3-homer game with the Knights. Takes a strike one pitch down and away, the count 1-1. 3 homers in a non-league game and then home runs in consecutive league games. And he's looking to try to find a gap here and get Mason Lee home from first and get the Knights on the board. No score, bottom of the 7th. The 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed in the count 1-2. When you visit Corvallis to catch Knights baseball, we encourage you to stay at Best Western Corvallis, the official hotel partner of your Corvallis Knights, the largest hotel rooms in the city, and an outdoor heated pool. Wherever life takes you, Best Western is there. The 1-2 pitch missing to Tanner, ball 2. 2-2 the count. Mason Lee, the pinch runner at first base with 2 down. Cole Wilkinson set, the lefty to the plate, swung on and missed, strike 3. And the duel continues. The Knights get their lead. I believe that's the second largest crowd of the summer. We look forward to a big one Saturday for the fireworks show. The Knights come up empty and we go to the 8th. Still no score on 1240 Joe Radio.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? Hi, I'm former Oregon State athlete Tim Ewis, your Corvallis Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today, 541-758-8245. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
We set them up, you knock them down. Island Bowl, family entertainment for young and old. Clean and friendly, that's Highland Bowl. Bring your party, let the good times roll. Great food, good fun, that's Highland Bowl. We set them up, you knock them down.
North 9th Street, Corvallis.
When you think of Albans, you think plumbing. And when you think of plumbing, you think water. Hi, this is Katie Albin. Some plumbing projects don't have anything to do with water. At Albin's Plumbing, we also work with natural gas and propane lines. So if you need a gas line for home heating, cooking, or for a gas water heater, give us a call.
At Albin's Plumbing, plumbing's all we do. Call 754-8282. Albin's Plumbing.
1240 Joe Radio.
Alex Soul, Lake Oswego High School. Taking the first pitch for ball 1 from Will Clark. The 1-0 pitch swung on and missed. 1-1 the count to Soul. Has struck out and walked. We're scoreless in the top of the 8th. Will Clark's pitch missing a little bit low. Ball 2, 2-1. Mason Lee, who ran for Tyler Quinn, stays in the game and plays second base. Quinn had batted for Eli Kennel. The 2-1 pitch outside. Ball 3 from Will Clark. Will came on with the bases loaded and 1 out in the 7th. And induced a strikeout and a pop fly. Ben left the bases loaded. Now 3-1 to Alex Soul, leading things off for the Elks in the 8th. Clark delivers high for ball 4. Jabin Trotsky, the batter. We'll see how Joey Wong chooses to play it with the switch hitter. Jabin will turn and bat from the right side. Now, the last time that Jabin bunted, he didn't get enough on it. And Ryan Stafford, he got the bunt just a little bit out in front of the plate, and Stafford was able to get the lead runner with a throw down to second. He shows bunt, pulls back, and takes a strike. 0-1 the count. So Jabin Trotsky at the plate with a count of no balls and 1 strike. Will Clark comes set, has a look over at Alex Soule. Trotsky swinging away, a fly ball to right field. Ethan Lovelace for the catch. 1 away. Evan Scavato, the batter. Evan has popped to second, had an infield single, and struck out. And so in mentioning that Scavato had the infield single, I have shared unto you the entirety of the hits for Ben tonight. That was it. An infield single in the 4th. Now they've had some base runners in the form of free passes. Will Clark delivers outside, ball 1, 1-0. But such has been the quality of Knight's pitching tonight. Just the 1 single on the board. Chris. They need a couple of more wins here down the stretch. One tonight would be very helpful to help them find their way into one of the top 4 spots. Chain link fence and into the stands to our right. The count remains no balls and 2 strikes here in the top of the 8th inning. No score. Alex Soule at second. Ben left 2 runners in scoring position last inning. Will Clark, a big part of it, delivers the 0-2 pitch, and it's cued foul into the Bend Elks dugout area. Alex Soule, who walked and stole second, hops away from second base. Out of the stretch works Will Clark. Delivers the 0-2 pitch. Line fair down the right field line. The breakthrough has occurred here in the 8th. Cooney scores. Lovelace chasing the ball down in the corner. Racing on his way to third is Christian Cooney, and he gets in with a triple. The ball gets away from the third baseman, Spencer Scott, and coming to the plate to score is Christian Cooney. And Ben, just like that, breaks it open. They lead it 2-0. Now the Knights, there may be an appeal at first base, or at least there should be, according to Brady Malett's grandfather, said that the runner missed first base, but the Knights are not appealing it. And so the triple stands and an RBI for Christian Cooney a nice piece of hitting. Alex Soul scores, as does Cooney on the throwing error. It came back wide of third. And the batter is Isaiah. And 2 outs later, a 2-out triple and an error lead to 2 runs. The 2-0 pitch is whacked to left field, base hit. Briley Knight over to cut it off, taking a turn and holding with a long single. Isaiah Burke, whose dad is yelling at a boy and is on the telephone reporting the good news right below us. Well, Ben breaks through. The Knights have won 18 straight and 16 in a row, and this thing isn't over. The Knights still have a couple of opportunities ahead of them. But credit Bend, which had lost the first 2 games of the series, and the Elks had been scuffling of late, coming in having dropped 14 straight and dealing with the red-hot Knights who'd won 16 in a row. And Ben breaking through here in the 8th, a pitcher's duel it has been. But 1 free pass too many, essentially creating opportunity for the Elks, and they take advantage of it. Finally, Bo Kearns out for a visit with Will Clark. And the pride that this organization, this team, this group of guys takes in terms of what they've already done. They're on a drive for 6 straight West Coast League championships. While they're at it, they know that they're sitting on organizational history tonight with a chance to win a club record 19th straight overall and 17 straight in league play, but they'll have some work to do to get there. A ground ball up the middle, fielded by Mason Lee. He shovels to Timo Becerra at second for the force on Isaiah Burke, so Decker Stedman bounces into the inning-ending fielder's choice. But Bend gets 2 runs in the inning. They're both earned in spite of the error. 2 hits in the inning and 1 man left. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Bend 2 and the Knights nothing on 1240 Joe Radio.
I was there in the living room reading a book when I heard a terrible sound. When are you going to start planting those trees and getting the backyard ready for our daughter's wedding? I'll do it, but not today. I know you don't want me to do it, but I'm going to do it anyway. I know the guys at Philomath Rental, they'll show me what to do. And since they're open 7 days a week, I can go out there today. Uh-oh. Darn you, Philomath Rental.
Philomath Rental, next to Landmark Realty, 1.5 miles west of the Sunset Shopping Center. For tools and equipment for home, farm, and business, check out Philomath Rental.
First Friday at the Natty Dresser this Friday, August 5th from 5 to 7 p.m. Local sculptor Raymond Hunter will be here with a few of his amazing sculptures. Be sure to ask him about how to commission a piece for your home or business. Live music by James F. Wright, refreshments, in-store specials, and more. Art and artists. First Friday this Friday at the Natty Dresser. Purveyors of quality menswear on the corner of 2nd and Broad Albin Street in historic downtown Albany. Dress well, be confident, find success.
Taste the incredible flavors of India at Evergreen Indian Restaurant. Enjoy delicious made-to-order Indian cuisine using traditional recipes and fresh ingredients, including a variety of entrees and tandoori specials. Evergreen Indian Restaurant is open for takeout orders from 11:30 to 2:30 p.m. and open for dine-in and takeout from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. daily except Tuesdays. View the menu and order online at evergreenindianrestaurant.com on Southwest 3rd in downtown Corvallis and West 7th in Eugene. Evergreen Indian Restaurant.
1240 Joe Radio.
2-0 Bend, bottom of the 8th inning. Logan Johnstone takes a first pitch strike from Cole Wilkinson. 0-1 the count. Ben breaks through for 2 runs in the top of this 8th inning. Now Cole Wilkinson and the Elks trying to make those runs stand up and break the Knights' winning streak. The 0-1 pitch misses low and inside. 1-1 to Logan, who has flied to left, grounded to third, and walked. Ryan Stafford on deck with Kiko Romero to follow. The 1-1 pitch swung on and missed, in the count 1-2. 2,719 in the ballpark tonight on Wilson Motors Night. In Ridgefield tomorrow, T.J. Mathewson will have the call. Back here Saturday night, fireworks night. The 1-2 pitch missing away, presented the fireworks this time around, presented by Pioneer Connect and Samaritan Health Services. And then the regular season ends back in Ridgefield Sunday afternoon at 1:05. The playoffs begin next Tuesday on the road somewhere, maybe against these Bend Elks. Johnstone swings and misses. Perhaps we should hope not. It's been a tough night tonight for the Knights. Offensively, Logan Johnstone goes down swinging, and Ryan Stafford comes to the plate. Stafford is hit back to the box and has had 2 infield singles. The Knights have 5 hits, 2 of them by Stafford. He takes low and inside from Wilkinson. 1 ball and no strikes from Cole. Kiko Romero on deck, 2-0 Bend. Bottom of the 8th inning. Wilkinson from the stretch and comes back to the plate. Swung on and fouled at the plate. 1-1 the count. Joey Wong picks up the baseball out in front of the dugout. His coach, Aaron Matthews, ejected from the ball game last night and is serving a 3-game suspension. His second ejection in the past week. The 1-1 pitch missing high and away. Ball 2, 2-1. Really sad to see, not to see Aaron here, so I'm hopeful that perhaps these two teams can get together again just to be able to see the gang back together next week in Bend for a playoff and a possibility of a couple of games here. A fly ball down the line and right. And a young man, not so young, dropped it, caught it, and got it back, but I feared for a minute he was going to go tumbling over the fence. He backed up against the fence and would have fallen onto the field, but the fence held him, and he got the souvenir after all. The 2-2 pitch to Stafford, tap foul at the plate. It remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. I'm talking to Joey before the game. Aaron ran out onto the field, very upset about maybe a number of calls that were made last night. Frustration certainly for a guy that keeps the team fired up, very competitive man. The pitch on the way to Stafford, a fly ball to right. Alex Soule makes the catch, 2 down. But it reminded, Joey and I began to talk a little bit about Pat Casey back in an earlier era, and Joey remembered in 2007 down at UCLA in the series that the Beavers needed to win to make the NCAA tournament in 07. And Joey remembered Pat getting his money's worth down at Jackie Robinson Stadium. Throwing some equipment onto the field. We didn't see as much of that from Pat in the later years, but in that 07 season, just trying to fire the team up, Joey said he remembered Pat getting very upset about a call in the second game of that series that the Beavers needed to win to make the tournament. And Pat, I think, in trying to fire his own guys up, got fired up, got ejected from the game, and walked back to the hotel in his uniform from the park, the Veterans Park, back into downtown Westwood. The pitch to Kiko in there for a strike in full uniform. The Beavers won the game, and Pat met them, I think, in the lobby with the uni on to congratulate him. The strike 2 pitch, that happened again at Cal then a couple of years a few years ago, and he was suspended for a game for an ejection here, making inadvertent contact with an umpire, and then greeted the team in uniform in the lobby when Pat Bailey and the Beavs came in triumphantly during the 18 season. The pitch on the way in the turf, ball 2, 2-2, but Joey had a big smile on his face as he was recalling that competitive fire from his head coach. His father, David, was part of the staff then, too. Joey's dad, David. Great Beaver family. Sharon, Joey's mother, here in the ballpark tonight. The 2-2 pitch to Kiko Romero, misses low and inside, ball 3-2. 2 down, nobody on, bottom of the 8th. Bend in front, 2-0. Trying to snap the Knights' win streak tonight at 18 games. The 3-2 pitch, Kiko takes. Riley Knight makes his way to the plate. The Elks have a right-hander throwing in their bullpen. So in this case, with the left-on-left matchup, we assume that Wilkinson stays on. Kiko does a nice job to draw ball 4. And Riley Knight, who has singled to right, been hit by a pitch and struck out, steps in, representing the tying run. He swings, and it's a line drive right at the first baseman, Evan Scavato, and the inning is over. And the Knights are gone in the 8th. No runs, no hits, a man left. We go to the 9th. It's Ben 2, and the Knights nothing on 1240 Joe Radio.
I just got home from a fishing trip to find
Okay, go ahead and make this a 2-minute break.
All right,
thank you. Okay, good.
So she went ahead, put the plans together, and went to Philomath Rental, where she got all the tools she needed, and they showed her how to use the equipment. The patio looks great. Now she's planning more projects. Thank you, Philomath Rental.
Philomath Rental, next to Landmark Realty, 1.5 miles west of the Sunset Shopping Center. For tools and equipment for home, farm, and business, check out Philomath Rental.
For auto glass solutions, better call the Glass Man. Call 541-760-2277. Call the Glass Man.
Need your auto glass repaired or replaced? Need to recalibrate your advanced car safety system? Don't call that 800 number. Call the Glass Man.
For auto glass solutions, better call the Glass Man. Call 541-760-2277. Call the Glass Man.
Dave's Performance Hybrids is the Willamette Valley's Prius experts and your Toyota dealer alternative. Dave's is now offering hybrid battery warranty extension for every Prius. If your Prius has an original battery or was replaced somewhere else and has expired, invest in Dave's hybrid battery warranty extension before it fails and save 50% off the price of a
Victor
1-year warranty, including testing. Need an oil change? Get $20 off your next oil service at Dave's Performance Hybrids. Off I-5 and Highway 20 in Albany. Online at davesperformancehybrids.com. It's time for the pitchers to throw strikes and for the batters to deliver those clutch hits. It's time for Corvallis Knights baseball. Each year, the Knights look at this time as an opportunity to win another West Coast League championship. Just like a new season is an opportunity, so is getting recertified in first aid, help in an emergency. If it's that time for you, contact CPR Works at 541-760-7632 to schedule your next class. And go Knights.
1240 Joe Radio.
Top of the 9th inning at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field. Ben leading the Corvallis Knights 2-0. So the long winning streak on the line, to be sure. Victor Quinn will try to keep it close. Victor comes in, and the first pitch that he delivers to C.J. Collier is fouled back. No balls and 1 strike. Victor Quinn getting another opportunity, trying to get himself eligible. I think Victor tomorrow might be in a position in Ridgefield to start in right field or start at a position and come out after one outcome. His breaking ball misses, and the count 1-1. Victor, hard-throwing right-hander out of O'Fallon, Missouri, and Liberty High School, pitched in 5 games for the Beavers this past spring. Touched 97 at one point, delivers. His fastball just misses, and the count 2-1. Victor has a chance to be a guy next year, just given the hard thrower that he is, and certainly hoping for a big role next year. He delivers a ground ball to short. Timo Becerra fields cleanly and throws to Kiko Romero for the out. 1 away. The Knights have used Joey Gartrell, who was magnificent, Caleb Cantola, Will Clark, and now Victor Quinn in what has been a very well-pitched game by both teams. Victor getting an opportunity here, his second appearance with the Knights to face Dane Woodcook. 1 out, nobody on. And his fastball misses down, ball 1. 1-0. When the Knights bat in the bottom of the 9th inning, the scheduled hitters, Brady Lavoie, Mason Lee, and Timo Becerra. Down 2-0. In the top of the 9th, Ben trying to be the streak breaker. The 1-0 pitch fouled at the plate. And the count 1-1 to Dane, who has struck out 3 times. Tomorrow night in Ridgefield. Doesn't quite have the ring of Tomorrow Night in Baltimore, the great tune of Roger Miller's, but tomorrow night in Ridgefield, and the call will be made by young T.J. Mathewson. The 1-1 pitch missing low and in, ball 2, 2-1. We'll be back here Saturday night and then close the regular season. I'll be back up there alongside of Josh in Ridgefield Sunday afternoon. Victor's 2-1 pitch, big swing. Fastball foul back by Dane, and the count 2-2. And then the playoffs, powered by Pioneer Connect, on the road somewhere Tuesday. Dan Siegel shared with me earlier today that it's most likely either Yakima or Bend. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Quinn to the plate, breaking ball up. Ball 3, 3-2. Yakima's a great town and a good organization and franchise, but if I had my druthers, a nice little trip over to Central Oregon would be preferable. The 3-2 pitch is ball 4. Victor Quinn walks Dane Woodcook. Ball 4 was part of the issue last inning for the Knights, who finally gave up a run, and a leadoff walk had something to do with it. Also, some clutch hitting by Christian Cooney and Isaiah Burke, but the leadoff walk kind of set things up for the Bend Elks, who first 2 runs of the game. This walk comes with 1 out. Michael Ball, the batter. Victor looking to throw a double play ball and get the Knights to the plate in the bottom of the 9th. Victor throws over to first base. Woodcook steps back to the bag. Big crowd here and a lot of youngsters. This has been one of the best nights for young people, and many of them down here to my right. I'm not sure how much of the game they've really seen, a lot of them. I'm just glad that they're here at the ballpark. And I'm looking at about 7. Victor Quinn has come into the plate with a fastball that swung on and missed. But they're having a great time at the ballpark. That's really all that matters here. And a lot of families and youngsters enjoying a beautiful Thursday evening here. Cooler than usual for a 4th of August, that's for sure. And a great night to be out at the ballpark again. 1 ball and 1 strike to Michael Ball. 1 out, a man aboard, 2-0 Bend. There goes Woodcook. The pitch is in the turf and no throw. And the count goes to 2-1. Woodcook safely in at second with a stolen base, and Ball with an opportunity now to pick him up and add to the Bend lead and not necessarily put it away. The Knights are too resourceful of a club, but already a tough task ahead of them, down 2-0. Another run would be huge for Bend in its quest to stay alive for the playoffs. Quinn's fastball swung on and missed, and the count 2-2. The youngsters that we're looking at down here, a Cub Scout troop, I'm told. And that's good to see. A lot of young boys and girls running around here below and having a great time. The 2-2 pitch is a chopper slowly up along third. Spencer Scott fields, throws in the turf. A 1-hop grab by Kiko Romero. Great play by Kiko. Catching the 1-hopper, falling down, staying on the bag for the out. 2 down on the play. Woodcook advances to third. And Alex Soul to the plate. Walking through Walla Walla the other day, I came across something that pleased me no end. There was a park in Walla Walla. Nice park. And there was by Girl Scout Troop 353 in Walla Walla. They raised all the money to have that park built, and great work on their part. And maybe want to look up Girl Scout Troop 353 and learn more about the work they put in 22 years ago to get that park in the city of Walla Walla. The 1-0 pitch missing inside, ball 2-0. It didn't miss by much. Alex Soul has struck out and walked twice. Woodcook at third, 2 down. Victor out of the stretch. The 2-0 pitch, good fastball for a strike, and the count 2-1. Two nothing Bend, top of the 9th inning. Woodcook representing a big run at third. Victor trying to keep him there. The 2-1 pitch is stroked into center field for a base hit. Woodcook down the line to score, and Bend leads it 3-0. Losses are so infrequent. The Knights having won 18 straight and 16 in a row, starting the night at 20-4 in second half play and 38-12 overall. That just to see the Knights behind this late in the game, disconcerting. It reminds me a little bit, in a sense, of that incredible season for Oregon State in 2017. 54-4 before finally losing 2 games. They went to Omaha, got to 56-4, then lost 2 in a row to finish 56-6. But losses were so rare that year, 27-3 in the Pac-12, that if they were ever behind late in games, you'd look around, what's going on? The Beavers are behind? Well, now 3-0 in the 9th. I'm not sure what the issue is here. Bend has brought in a pinch runner. Their uniform numbers are nigh unto impossible to read. It's kind of like looking at a University of Oregon Duck football uni. I cannot read the number on the front of the jersey, trying to get a read on the back. Brady Casper is the first base coach, and he's talking to the runner that's taken over at first, and I cannot see his number. Bobby Merwin announced him, so he must have seen it. We'll try to get it from Bobby. The umpires and both head coaches visit for a bit about something. Now Victor Quinn delivers to Jabin Trotsky, low and inside, ball 1-0. Even with the binoculars, that yellow on the gray jersey, just about impossible to pick up. The 1-0 pitch on the way, taken low and inside, ball 2 to Jabin Trotsky. 2-0 the count, 3-0 Bend, top of the 9th inning. 2 runs in the 8th, 1 here in the 9th. Two balls and no strikes to Jabin. The 2-0 pitch swung on and fouled back. Okay, thank you. Garrett Holpuck is the pinch runner, and this is an opportunity to get Garrett eligible. That's the whole play with Garrett, and he becomes a pinch runner here. Garrett Holpuck running, kid out of Crescent Valley. Trotsky, a line drive to left, but right at Briley Knight, who makes the catch. So Garrett Holpuck is the runner. He is left stranded at first, but Bend picks up a run, and they've scored 3 in the last 2 innings. So the Knights need 3 to keep their quest alive for an all-time franchise record for consecutive wins. To the bottom of the 9th we go, 3-0 in favor of Bend on 1240 Joe Radio.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? Hi, I'm former Oregon State athlete Tim Ewis, your Corvallis Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today, 541-758-8245. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
The versatile Kubota B Series is a do-it-all tractor. Part of our under 100 horsepower tractor lineup rated #1 for reliability. You can run powerful attachments that can be easily switched out. the Kubota B Series. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your local Kubota dealer is Lynn Benton Tractor on Highway 99E in Tangent. See it at lynnbentontractor.com. Locally owned and operated for over 30 years, people in the Mid-Valley have been going to Corvallis Floor Covering. They thank their many friends and customers for your continued support and look forward to working with you on your next remodeling project. Browse through their large showroom with a beautiful selection of carpet, countertops, sheet vinyl, linoleum, tile, hard surface floors, and window coverings from all the popular brands. Corvallis Floor Covering, corner of 2nd and Van Buren downtown, or log on to corvallisfloorcovering.com. Shop local. Shop Corvallis Floor Covering.
1240 Joe Radio.
Bottom of the 9th inning, Bend leading the Knights 3-0. That 2017 baseball team at Oregon State had two 23-game win streaks. The Knights with an 18-game win streak on the line here in the bottom of the 9th, down 3-0. Brady Lavoie fouls one back. The 0-1 pitch, pop foul towards Urchin Alley. Cole Wilkinson is quickly ahead of Brady. No balls and 2 strikes, who made 2 of the most spectacular throws I've seen from an outfielder this summer last night in the Knights' victory over Bend. But it's a 3-0 deficit for the Knights tonight. Wilkinson ahead of the count to Brady, 0-2. Cole from the stretch comes to the plate. Fastball swung out and missed. The Knights, who have just been so good in all phases of the game, tonight are just having one of those nights. And the batter will be Mason Lee with 1 out, nobody on, trailing 3-0 in the bottom of the 9th. 10 strikeouts tonight for Bend pitching. Parker Grant and Cole Wilkinson have combined thus far to keep the Knights scoreless, limit the Knights to 5 hits, and have a 3-0 lead in the bottom of the 9th. Ike 0-1. Cole Wilkinson back to the plate. The strike 1 pitch just missed outside. 1-1 the count. Timo Becerra on deck. Bend breaking up a scoreless game with 2 runs in the 8th. They picked up another in the 9th, in command 3-0 in the bottom of the 9th. The 1-1 pitch missing down and in. Ball 2, 2-1. The Knights had some opportunities early. Tough when it counted. His best effort came in the 6th when he struck out the side after the Knights had put the first 2 runners on base. First and second, nobody out in a scoreless game. And Grant struck out the next 3, Romero, Briley, and Brady Lavoie. I mean, those are all excellent hitters. So give credit to Bend and their pitching tonight. The pitch fouled away by Mason Lee. Wilkinson, the left-hander, working out of the stretch. Cole with a count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. Delivers. Fastball, swung on and missed, strike 3. 2 down. The Knights are 1 out away from losing for the first time since at Wenatchee in the middle game of their 3-game series a few weeks back on the road in Wenatchee Valley. 18 straight wins since, 16 in league, 7 consecutive series wins. And they were looking for their 5th consecutive sweep tonight. They're not going to get it. A 1-hopper to Jabin Trotsky off the bat of Timo Becerra. Jabin fields and throws to first. And the Knights go in order. The ball game is over. The streak is over. An amazing streak it has been. 18 straight. So the Knights end up settling for their record-tying 18th straight win and 16 straight wins in league play. They fall tonight 3-0 thanks to some excellent pitching by Parker Grant and Cole Wilkinson before 2,719 on this Wilson Motors night. The streak comes to an end, but the Knights hope to begin another one tomorrow. when they take on the Ridgefield Raptors up at the Rourke in Ridgefield, 6:35. Parker, TJ Mathewson will have the call. I'll be back here Saturday night. Hope to see you here for the big fireworks extravaganza in the final home game of the regular season. Then I'll be back up in Ridgefield Sunday to close the regular season. Get your playoff tickets now. Powered by Pioneer Connect, the Knights will be home next Wednesday and, if necessary, Thursday after opening on the road next Tuesday, perhaps against these Bend Elks, and it's a good club. They defeat the Knights tonight before 2,719 on Wilson Motors Night. Thank you for tuning our way, and hope you'll join TJ tomorrow from Ridgefield. That's going to do it. For Garrett Dworshak, this is Mike Parker thanking you for joining us. Again, our final score, Bend ends the streak. The Elks 3, the Knights nothing. 18 games in a row. The Knights will try to start a new winning streak tomorrow. TJ will have the call. Hope you'll join him. Thanks for joining us tonight. Bend 3, the Knights nothing on 1240 Joe Radio. So long, everybody.